Spending countless hours perfecting their performance, the Greenbrier High School Marching Band starts their morning with pre-flight preparation.
We've been working since like mid-summer.
It's the last time, best time, as we say, and I'm going to try and live that through and make sure that happens.
This is where we really come together as a team and we get to show everything that we're able to do.
And this has been our best show we've ever done.
It's like the summit, like the peak competition of the year, and it really gets to push our limits on what we think is possible for our performances.
With a little turbulence along the way, the band continued to work through the challenges to give their final performance their all.
I've had to step into a leadership role, which I haven't really occupied before, so it's certainly a learning experience.
For me, this is my first year doing band, so learning sheet music has definitely been the hardest part for me, learning how to read it.
I think the season has been kind of difficult without last year's seniors. I think that it kind of feels like there's just a part that's kind of missing.
I'm really trying to fill their shoes. It's kind of hard because they've always brought a lot of energy and they're always really good with it.
Overcoming these challenges were key in order to give their final performance full throttle.
I've been putting in more dedication to improving on my instrument because this is the first year I've ever had a solo.
I have grown a lot as a leader.
Fueled by the support from their ground crew, the Panthers reflect on the people who inspired their season most.
I think really, I would say the band as a whole, because it's been really cool to see just how knowledgeable everybody is of different things, and how fun everybody can have while being able to perform at the same time.
Our directors, Miss Church, Miss Wells, Mr. Deaver, and Mr. Berg, they're all amazing people. There's so many admirable traits in each one of these people, so I kind of looked up to little traits in everyone.
Here at War Memorial Stadium, the GHS Marching Band is cleared for takeoff one last time. Reporting for GHTV, I'm Chandler Williams.
What started as following in his brother's footsteps became the season no one saw coming.
I didn't even want to play football, but my big brother, he started playing it. I just wanted to be like him.
Even when no one is looking, Enoch is finding ways to enhance his skills.
And I'm thinking, I might go home a little early today, and I step out, and there's Enoch still in the weight room doing clap push-ups back in the corner by himself.
But his hard work does not go unnoticed.
He had a really, really good year, and he just went to work, and he did it all summer long, and he just showed so much improvement, and this is obviously his best year yet.
Has a strong desire to be great, to be the best he can be, and he doesn't just wish he could be good. He's doing something about it every day.
Enoch's one of our energy guys, so he's kind of a high energy, brings the energy up for everybody. You know, he shows up, he's ready to practice every day, and if energy's down, he usually tries to get everybody going.
Many people look up to him, not just as a player, but someone who they can lean on.
So he's always being a leader. He's always showing that he's going to be the guy that you want to rely on, and he's a great guy.
I think a lot of the success he's had this year is a reflection of the offensive line, our tight ends and receivers, and their ability to block and open up holes for him to run through.
With the Panthers being undefeated and Enoch being one of the top scorers, the Panthers are having a historical season.
He's got a lot of really good qualities, but his work ethic is what allows him to be as good as he is.
These players take every opportunity to work on their skills, even if they win or lose.
Winning will take care of itself if you're doing that. That's our approach. We're not just trying to beat Bologna, we're trying to get better.
Even off the field, these players still talk about leveling their game and how they can improve.
We're always talking about football, always thinking of ways we can get better, and it's that respect level. We talk to each other, we listen, and we're able to get better as a team.
The community comes together to support Enoch's journey and the Greenbrier Panthers.
This town really cares about this sport, and it's just a good program. Coaches care, players care, people care, and that's one of the ways I stay motivated to play the game.
This has been one unexpected season for Greenbrier. Reporting for GHTV, I'm Braden Adams.
Did you know the production you're watching is being run and managed completely by Greenbrier High School media production students?
Students in the GHTV program are responsible for running live streams of different school events.
Stand by, camera one. Things like athletics, school signing days, and many other campus events.
We also work on other productions throughout the year. We make news packages and feature videos telling the stories of our school.
Don't forget about our short films and the weekly news for the high school.
The GHTV program has 2 different YouTube channels. The channel you're on now is where you will find all of our live streams.
And on the GHTV Productions channel, you will find student projects like news packages and short films.
Make sure to subscribe to both channels so you stay updated on all of our content.
I grew up on a cattle farm. Hard work, responsibility, and doing what's right. Those values have guided me my whole life. Family is everything. My wife and kids remind me why I work hard every day. I'm running to serve you, standing for faith, family, hard work, and common sense conservative principles. I'm Jeremy Riddle, and I'm ready to work for Arkansas families. Vote in the Republican primary on March 3rd.
Tons of families join us here at the Greenbrier's Veterans Day ceremony to honor some of the veterans in our community. With 147 veterans present and recognized, this ceremony brought a lot of people together to celebrate their honor.
Veterans Day for me is a chance to honor those who have served both in combat as well as served during peacetime for any length of time. So for me, it's just a chance to say thank you to those who have volunteered and to serve this nation.
Although Veterans Day is once a year, people remember the sacrifices that veterans have made for our country.
I think Veterans Day is a day that we could stop as a nation to remember the sacrifice and courage that our veterans have made in order to allow us to have the freedoms that we enjoy, not just our current veterans, but veterans all throughout the history of our country.
Well, Veterans Day is a day for me, it's for Thanksgiving, like Thanksgiving, to be thankful for our freedom and for all those men, some of them are here that fought for our country.
With the help of the GHS student and staff, we get to remember veterans who contributed little by little to fight for our right for freedom. Reporting for GHTV, I'm Kara Brewer.
I grew up on a cattle farm. Hard work, responsibility, and doing what's right. Those values have guided me my whole life. Family is everything. My wife and kids remind me why I work hard every day. I'm running to serve you, standing for faith, family, hard work, and common sense conservative principles. I'm Jeremy Riddle, and I'm ready to work for Arkansas families. Vote in the Republican primary on March 3rd.
What started as following in his brother's footsteps became the season no one saw coming.
I didn't even want to play football, but my big brother, he started playing it. I just wanted to be like him.
Even when no one is looking, Enoch is finding ways to enhance his skills.
And I'm thinking I might go home a little early today, and I step out and there's Enoch still in the weight room doing clap push-ups back in the corner by himself.
But his hard work does not go unnoticed.
He had a really, really good year, and he just went to work and he did it all summer long, and he just showed so much improvement, and this is obviously his best year yet.
Has a strong desire to be great, to be the best he can be, and he doesn't just wish he could be good. He's doing something about it every day.
Enoch's one of our energy guys, so he's kind of a high energy, brings the energy up for everybody. You know, he shows up, he's ready to practice every day, and if energy's down, he usually tries to get everybody going.
Many people look up to him, not just as a player, but someone who they can lean on.
So he's always being a leader. He's always showing that he's going to be the guy that you want to rely on, and he's a great guy.
I think a lot of the success he's had this year is a reflection of the offensive line, you know, our tight ends and receivers, and their ability to block and open up holes for him to run through.
With the Panthers being undefeated and Enoch being one of the top scorers, the Panthers are having a historical season.
He's got a lot of really good qualities, but his work ethic is what allows him to be as good as he is.
These players take every opportunity to work on their skills, even if they win or lose.
Winning will take care of itself if you're doing that. You know, that's our approach. We're not just trying to beat Bologna, we're trying to get better.
Even off the field, these players still talk about leveling their game and how they can improve.
You know, we're always talking about football, always thinking of ways we can get better, and it's that respect level. We talk to each other, we listen, and we're able to get better as a team.
The community comes together to support Enoch's journey and the Greenbrier Panthers.
This town really cares about this sport, and I mean, it's just a good program. You know, coaches care, players care, you know, people care, and that's one of the ways I stay motivated to play the game.
This has been one unexpected season for Greenbrier. Reporting for GHTV, I'm Braden Adams.
Tons of families join us here at the Greenbrier's Veterans Day ceremony to honor some of the veterans in our community. With 147 veterans present and recognized, this ceremony brought a lot of people together to celebrate their honor.
Veterans Day for me is a chance to honor those who have served both in combat as well as served during peacetime for any length of time. So for me, it's just a chance to say thank you to those who have volunteered and to serve this nation.
Although Veterans Day is once a year, people remember the sacrifices that veterans have made for our country.
I think Veterans Day is a day that we could stop as a nation to remember the sacrifice and courage that our veterans have made in order to allow us to have the freedoms that we enjoy, not just our current veterans, but veterans all throughout the history of our country.
Well, Veterans Day is a day for me, it's for Thanksgiving, you know, like Thanksgiving, to be thankful for our freedom and for all those men, some of them are here that fought for our country.
With the help of the GHS student and staff, we get to remember veterans who contributed little by little to fight for our right for freedom. Reporting for GHTV, I'm Kara Brewer.
Spending countless hours perfecting their performance, the Greenbrier High School Marching Band starts their morning with pre-flight preparation.
We've been working since like mid-summer.
It's the last time, best time, as we say, and I'm going to try and live that through and make sure that happens.
This is where we really come together as a team and we get to show everything that we're able to do.
And this has been our best show we've ever done.
It's like the summit, like the peak competition of the year, and it really gets to push our limits on what we think is possible for our performances.
With a little turbulence along the way, the band continued to work through the challenges to give their final performance their all.
I've had to step into a leadership role, which I haven't really occupied before, so it's certainly a learning experience.
For me, this is my first year doing band, so learning sheet music has definitely been the hardest part for me, like learning how to read it.
I think the season has been kind of difficult without last year's seniors. I think that it kind of feels like there's just a part that's kind of missing.
I'm really trying to fill their shoes. It's kind of hard because they've always brought a lot of energy and they're always really good with it.
Overcoming these challenges were key in order to give their final performance full throttle.
I've been putting in more dedication to improving on my instrument because this is the first year I've ever had a solo.
I have grown a lot as a leader.
Fueled by the support from their ground crew, the Panthers reflect on the people who inspired their season most.
I think really, I would say the band as a whole, because it's been really cool to see like just how knowledgeable everybody is of different things, and how fun everybody can have while being able to perform at the same time.
Our directors, Ms. Church, Ms. Wells, Mr. Deaver, and Mr. Berg, they're all amazing people. There's so many admirable traits in each one of these people, so I kind of looked up to little traits in everyone.
Here at War Memorial Stadium, the GHS Marching Band is cleared for takeoff one last time.
Reporting for GHTV, I'm Chandler Williams.
Did you know the production you're watching is being run and managed completely by Greenbrier High School media production students?
Students in the GHTV program are responsible for running live streams of different school events.
Stand by camera 1. Things like athletics, school signing days, and many other campus events.
We also work on other productions throughout the year. We make news packages and feature videos telling the stories of our school.
Don't forget about our short films and the weekly news for the high school.
The GHTV program has 2 different YouTube channels. The channel you're on now is where you will find all of our live streams.
And on the GHTV Productions channel, you will find student projects like news packages and short films.
Make sure to subscribe to both channels so you stay updated on all of our content.
Kane up because he's a warrior and he's a fighter, and you've made him that way, and just put your hand on these doctors, God, as they continue to try to do things to make Kane more comfortable and get him better. And I pray all these things in your name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you for that, Cooper. And please continue to pray. And as we're going through our national anthem here, we'll go ahead and list the starters for the Lakeside Rams. As I said, they come in here 8-3 on the season. They will base primarily on defense out of a 3-4. Starting on defense for them is number 46, Vincent Henry. Nose guard number 30, Jashawn Graves. And number 55, Jonathan Rainey is your starting defensive line. And the second level at your linebackers position, number 6, Declan McKinney. Number 31, Cannon Martin. He's a 6'2", 205 senior, really good linebacker. Number 7, Joshua Rainey. And number 8, Doak Douglas. All four linebackers are seniors, and that's one thing I noticed about this defense. Out of 11 players, you got 9 seniors.
Wow.
So very senior-laden defense. Number 3 is your cornerback, Jonathan Prather. He'll play both ways some and play some receiver. At safety, you got number 11, Quadarius Jackson. Number 10, Luke Robelski. And I believe he's going to play at OBU, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. So very good safety. And then number 2, their leading tackler, Chris Ford. Offensively, this is a Ram team that has put up a lot of points this year, averaging 38.6 points per ball game, and like to throw it, but they will run it as well. And so offense is led by number 9, their senior quarterback, Wally Walcott, 6 foot, 185, and he's, like I said, thrown for 28 touchdowns, just 1 interception on the season. Very efficient through there. Number 4, Peter Oman, the running back. And then their offensive line, number 74, Tucker Young, 6'5", 315 is their left tackle, committed to go play at the University of Arkansas. Number 50, Jagger Jansky, 5'9", 250 senior. Center, 62, Logan Downing, 5'11", 210 senior. Number 77, the right guard, Matthew Miller, 6 foot, 270 senior. And number 71, Jack Burton, 5'11", 300-pound sophomore. And then your receivers, number 48 is your tight end, Ethan Gilbert, 6'1", 195. And then Luke Warbelski, Drew Morgan, and A.J. Burns out at the receiver's position. And that is your starting lineup for the Rams. For Greenbrier, it's all pretty much the same offensively. You got Lane Morgan as your left tackle, Cameron Mallett, your left guard, Kobe Rogers, your center. Right guard will be Shaw, and right tackle Dalton Strader. And then at your receivers positions, you got Lucas Thompson, Trenton Mosley, Christian Dearsaw, and Salter Mahan, led by Jack Palmer, the senior quarterback, who, speaking of efficiency, has thrown for 76% this year, 33 touchdowns versus 3 interceptions. So just a great job by Jack this year. And then the man of the hour, number 8, Enoch Hassan. There again, if you just now joining us, got awarded this morning for the Darren McFadden Running Back of the Year Award for the state of Arkansas. Congratulations to him. Defensively, for your Panthers, number 47, Ethan Quattlebaum. Number 77, Jonah Klosky. 57, C.J. Ushery. Your linebackers, Carter Shoemate, Brady Wilbanks, Ace Newland, and Roop Adams. And then in the secondary, Brandon Jolly, Ethan Smith, Ethan Rhodes, and Tyree Kemp. And those are your starters for both teams. And we're going to take just a quick break with 5 minutes left before kickoff. When we come back, Cooper's going to give you his 3 keys to victory, and we're going to get this thing underway. This is Matt Wilcox and Cooper Wilcox bringing you the action right here on My Country, Y107.
I'm Sam Ketcheside with Smith Ford, and a member of the Smith family.
I'm Kate McConnell of Smith Ford, and a member of the Smith family. As a mom, I can help you find a vehicle that will fit your family's needs. Whether you have 2 kids or 4, Smith Ford has the vehicle that's right for you.
Unlike the mega dealers, members of the Smith family are present every day to make sure you have the hometown feeling and no-hassle guarantee in purchasing a vehicle. Come experience Smith Ford's family customer service in Conway, exit 127 off 540. Now back to Greenbrier Panthers Sports on My Country, Y107.
And welcome back to Don Jones Stadium. I'm pretty excited about this ball game myself. I got some butterflies in my stomach about noon today, and it's just going to be a heck of a ball game. You got 2 teams coming in here, both battle-tested, both wanting to advance and get to reach that pinnacle of making it to War Memorial Stadium, something that Greenbrier's never done in school history. And so, Lakeside made it to the semis last year and got knocked off by Fairview in a last-second attempt, and so I know they're hungry to get back. So it's just going to be a heck of a game, and what you want here in the second round of the playoffs.
No doubt. I mean, these are some of the best teams that I've personally watched. I mean, I've watched a little bit of Lakeside, but, I mean, Greenbrier's, I mean, they proved it this year.
They have.
What were they picked? 3rd in the 5A,
yeah,
5A West?
Yeah.
And they've come out here and shown that you can't disrespect them. You can't come in here and just lollygag around. You got to come out here and leave it all out on the field. So, I'm really excited. we both got it in for us. So
it's going to be a dandy as the captains make their way out to midfield. Your captains tonight, Lane Morgan, Christian Dearsaw, Jolly, and Rogers for Greenbrier, and then I can't see across there for Lakeside, but 4 over there for Lakeside as well. So we'll try to watch the coin flip here. But Coop, give us our 3 keys to victory tonight for the Panthers.
I think number 1, you got to eliminate big plays. Got to eliminate big plays. This is a pass-heavy team, so your secondary's got to be pretty solid. They can score fast.
Yeah,
is the thing. So can we, but we'd like to prevent that if possible. Number 2, I'd say got to get 8 the ball. He just got the best running back award for a reason.
Yeah,
give him the ball, let him pound, then start your pass game. Yeah. Make him respect the run first, and then get the ball out to 10 and 3 and see what they can do.
We talked about it in pregame with Coach Tribble on an interview, and that's one of the things about makes what's this offense so hard to stop is you have to respect 8. You have to, because even if you do respect him, he's still going to get his yardage. If you don't, he's just going to have a field day.
Everybody's stacked the box against him this year. He's still gone for 2,000 yards.
Yeah. So before you get to number 3, Greenbrier did win the toss. They did defer to the second half, so Lakeside will receive the ball. And then number 3 for you, Coop, tonight.
Number 3, you can't let the moment get too big for you.
Yeah.
You got to come out here like it's every other game. You got to dominate. I get it, second round of playoffs, and you're starting to look towards that state championship. You're getting close, but you're not there yet. You're in the second round. You got to come out here. You got to dominate in order to get there. So
that's absolutely right, and that's one thing that makes you feel good about having a senior quarterback and a senior running back and your leaders like Enoch is just go out and play your game.
Yep.
You don't have to do anything special. As they lead out with the Miami Hurricane flag again, it's just
there we go.
It's so awesome, and you just go out and play your game, do your thing, and don't try to do anything too big.
And I'd like to say that's number 17, Will Burgess. That's Kane's cousin.
Yeah.
And who was 17 before?
That was Ethan Rhodes.
Yeah, he gave Will that jersey for him to wear.
Pretty awesome. So we're about ready for some football here tonight in Greenbrier. Really all across the state, there's some great games, great matchups as we get into the second round of the playoffs, but we're going to have a dandy here tonight. Greenbrier wearing the blue jerseys, the white pants, and the blue helmets, as Lakeside comes in wearing the all-white, the white pants, white jerseys, and yellow helmets. And Greenbrier will be kicking from right to left to start this ball game. Beautiful night, beautiful fall night here in November. Not much wind to speak of, and we're just in for a treat here tonight between these 2 good football teams. Greenbrier will face, or the winner of this game will face the winner of Little Rock, Parkview, and Harrison, as all 4 West teams won last week over the East. So West went 4-0 last week, so pretty good showing for this conference.
I don't know the last time that's happened.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It has been. So Ethan Rhodes wearing number 30 tonight instead of his customary number 17, as he gave that jersey up to Kane's cousin, Will Burgess, which is what an honor and what a respectable thing to do from that young man. Ethan's done a fantastic job kicking the ball this year, and with these return men for Lakeside, it just isn't more important tonight that he kicks it into the end zone.
I think he will.
We got the whistle, and we're about underway. Ethan Rhodes is going to measure this one off and take his drop. As back deep for Lakeside is number 11 and number 84, Drew Morgan. Rhodes approaches the ball, and we are underway. High end-over-end kick is going to be short of the end zone as he catches it at the 5. He'll bring it up over the middle. Now try the left side and breaks a couple tackles, fighting for extra yardage. Gets out over the 20 into a scrum and will be taken down as they mark him at about the 25-yard line. So good job there by the coverage unit, as they've done all season long, and we are underway here for some playoff football.
My stomach's kind of turning a little bit now.
I was talking to J.J. Palmer earlier and asked him if he was nervous, and he said, no, not now. I said, well, you're a better man than I am.
Our parents were, about to throw up before games.
No doubt. Greenbrier comes out in that customary 3-4 defensive front, as we'll see what Lakeside has dialed up here in the first possession. As they come out in an empty set, as Walcott all alone in the backfield. 3 receivers to the right. It's the ball on the left hash. He'll call for the snap. Looks to his right, got plenty of time. Now he lets it go deep down the middle of the field and got a man wide open is Drew Morgan, and busted coverage to start the play and a big play for Lakeside.
You know, right there we're in a Tampa shell, so we have 3 safeties technically, but that number 6, Ethan Smith, he's supposed to take anything that comes over the middle. Our safeties just got wide and it got behind him.
So good play into Greenbrier territory to start the ball game is Lakeside as they have it on the 32-yard line. Second play of the night for Lakeside just underway here as they'll send 2 receivers out left, 1 to the right. Running back to the right this time, it is Oman. He'll take the handoff on the left, got some room, lowers his head, and he'll be down close to the 25. He'll pick up 6, maybe 7 there on first down, so good pickup on first down. Greenbrier have been known, to come out defensively a little bit slow throughout the season, kind of feel their way around, but as the game goes along, Coach Stone makes the right adjustments, but not going to be able to do that long tonight.
No.
2 receivers out right in a stack position, ball still on the left hash. Oman takes the handoff, tries to cut back Ace Newland there and hits him about the line of scrimmage. He will fall forward for a gain of 1. Will bring up a 3rd down and 2 for the Rams. So good job by Ace there reading that cutback, and Greenbrier with a big 3rd down possession here to start the game as our video board just went black.
There we go.
So 10:25 left to play in the first quarter. If we're just underway here, if you're just now joining us, no score. Lakeside with their first possession, deep into Greenbrier territory already. Walcott hands it off up the middle. He lowers his head, and he's going to be close, and it looks like with the spot he will have the first down. So a good hard run by Oman as he lowers his head and just gets small and falls forward for the first down. Ball on the 21-yard line. Greenbrier defense has tightened up after that first play on the busted coverage. Found Morgan all alone in the middle of the field for a huge gain.
I think they're going to go with the pass right here. Something short, something quick.
They like to throw those stick routes. They'll send Wroblewski out to the right by himself. They hand it off to Oman on the right side. He's got some room, lowers his shoulder, and gets down close to the 15, and a good pickup on first down.
Picks up about 6.
Roop Adams on the stop for the Panthers. Bring up a 2nd down and 4. And we must be having some technical difficulties with our video board as it just went off again.
And again.
So 2nd down and 4 for the Rams. Try to get a free 5 and do as Greenbrier gets into the neutral zone. That sophomore Jonah Klosky getting a little bit of a head start there.
I think he just got an earful from Quattlebaum too. I love it though. I love it.
He did that Wednesday in practice too.
Really?
Yeah, sure did. He's just a little bit eager. So the ball will be placed at the 10. It'll be first down and goal. And if you're going to have a team in first and goal, you want it from the 10.
Yeah.
So Lakeside threatening to score on their opening possession. Let's see if the Greenbrier defense can hold. 2 receivers in a stack position to the left. Walcott hands it to his running back up the middle, and he'll cut it back and get a pickup of about 4. They'll give him 5 as he gets down to the 5-yard line. And Lakeside doing a good job running the football right now. 8:28 left in the first as Lakeside has put a good drive together to open the game. 2nd and goal from the 5. Single receiver to each side, pistol formation for Walcott. Takes the snap, turns, hands it off to Oman on the left side, fighting for extra yardage, and he's going to get into the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, I don't understand why we're like if they're in a jumbo set, while we have our linebackers going out to cover the flats. You know what I mean? Like, we should have guys in the box, close to the box. I think we're just having a hard time getting set up. We have guys running around before the play, not fully set up, but I know Coach Stone will get it fixed.
And really, honestly, that drive was mainly one play.
Yeah.
You know, everything after that was short yardage, and the defense did a pretty good job of stopping them. Just gave up that one long play.
Yep.
Snap is down. Kick is up, and it is good as Lakeside leads early in this ball game, 7-0. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have more Greenbrier Panther football right here on My Country, Y107.
What a dream. I have this sudden urge to go to GreenbrierAutoSales.com. You need a new ride? Get to Greenbrier Auto Sales for a late model car, truck, or SUV. Greenbrier Auto Sales can finance most people with low down payments, or they have a huge selection of cash cars too. What was that website again? GreenbrierAutoSales.com. Check out Greenbrier Auto Sales inventory online or stop by 281 South Broadview. Greenbrier Auto Sales on Facebook and the web at GreenbrierAutoSales.com. Now back to Greenbrier Panther Sports on My Country, Y107.
And welcome back to Don Jones Stadium as Lakeside takes their opening possession, the length of the field to score. A good high kickoff here will be fielded at the 6, brought up to the 15, and hit there, and will fall forward past the 20 to about the 21-yard line. That was Salter Mahan on the return. So Greenbrier will have the first possession of the night, and hopefully they can be as successful as Lakeside was with theirs.
Enoch looks full of energy, I will say that.
This is the best defense we have played all season, but we'll see if how they fare against this potent Greenbrier offense. It's averaging 48 points a ball game, and the best running back they've seen all year. Greenbrier will have the ball on the right hash, moving from right to left on your radio. Single receiver to each side. It's on in pistol formation. Palmer calls for the football, hands it to Enoch on the left side. Big room on the left. Makes a man miss. He's at the 30, 35, 40. He's at the 50. It's a foot race down to the 40 and stiff-armed out of bounds at the 35-yard line. And just like that, Greenbrier is in Lakeside territory.
That was disgusting.
What a wall off by that left side of the line.
That was awesome.
That was a great job by that line. Greenbrier will go with some tempo here. 1st and 10, balls placed at the 34. 2 receivers right for Palmer. Will bring a man in motion. Hand it off, fake the handoff to Hassan on the rollout. Gets it out to his man, wide open on the flats. Makes a man miss on the sideline. Down the sideline he goes and knocked out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. That was Caden Cummings on the reception, and Greenbrier is cooking.
That's what we love to see.
So 1st and 10, ball will be placed on the 12. Greenbrier will send 3 receivers out left. Pistol formation again for Palmer. Calls for the football, hands it off to Hassan on the left. He cuts it back up the middle, gets into a scrum, and we're taken down close to the 5-yard line. So a good run and a good pickup on 1st down by Greenbrier. 2nd down and 3. So 2nd and 3 for the Panthers. Ball on the 5-yard line.
Lakeside chipped away a little bit more time than I thought.
Yeah, they did. Pistol formation again for Palmer. Takes a snap, hand off. It's on up the middle, walks into the end zone. Touchdown Panthers! And just like that, Greenbrier takes it all the way down the field in less than a minute and puts it in the end zone.
Shout out to this O-line. First play of the game, huge wall for Enoch. He only had to make one man miss.
And did.
Pretty nicely.
Yeah.
And then that play right there, he just basically walked into the end zone.
He did. Great job by the offensive line. Ethan Rose on to kick the point after, wearing number 30 here tonight and probably for the rest of the season. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. We're tied up at 7 with 7:04 left to play. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, more Greenbrier Panther football right here on My Country, Y107.
It's the holidays at Daisy Day.
I grew up on a cattle farm. Hard work, responsibility, and doing what's right. Those values have guided me my whole life. Family is everything. My wife and kids remind me why I work hard every day. I'm running to serve you, standing for faith, family, hard work, and common sense conservative principles. I'm Jeremy Riddle, and I'm ready to work for Arkansas families. Vote in the Republican primary on March 3rd.
My Country, Y107.
And welcome back to Don Jones Stadium. And just like what we had pictured before the game started, we got the first two possessions. Both offenses go down and score. Greenbrier just in a little bit quicker fashion. But it's going to be a good one here tonight as both of these offenses are very, very efficient.
I think, in my opinion, Greenbrier might be a little bit more explosive.
Yeah.
But Lakeside takes care of the ball.
They do. Rhodes approaches the football, gets a good boot into this one, high end over end kick. Will go into the end zone, and a good job by Ethan of getting that one deep into the end zone. So Lakeside will come out for their second possession of the ball game as they'll start from the 20-yard line. And Coop, one of your keys to the game was to take away big plays, and that's what cost Greenbrier last time.
Yeah.
So let's see if they can do a little bit better job of doing that this possession.
I just cut out, I think.
As we've noted, this defense has started slow on occasions this season, just kind of feeling their way out, feeling their way around the offense, kind of getting an idea of what offense they're trying to do offensively. And so we'll see if Coach Stone made some adjustments on the sideline. It wasn't much of an adjustment because he only had a minute. 3 receivers left for Walcott. Now he'll bring one in motion. Running back to the right hip. Now he'll roll to the right, gets it out quickly. As Rubelski hit hard and driven to the ground, but a good catch as Roop Adams comes up and lays the wood to number 10. He will pick up 8 on that play, so 2nd down and 2. And Coop, watching their game film most of the season, they love those stick routes.
Yeah.
They really throw them a lot.
We just gotta keep them from being explosive.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine with giving up a 5-yard pass until you start just driving with them.
So 2nd down and short. Walcott calls for the snap. He'll hand it off to Oman on the left side. Big hole as he'll sit behind his big left tackle and get enough for the 1st down. And we're going to have to definitely step up into the hole and stop that run.
Yeah.
They throw the ball so efficiently. If you allow them to pick you apart with 5- and 6-yard runs, it's going to be a long night.
Yeah. I think what they're trying to do is control the clock. They know this Greenbrier offense is hard to stop.
Yeah. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Ball will be placed on the 35 as we got 6 minutes and 3 seconds left in the first quarter. Both teams scored on their opening possession. Walcott sends 3 out to the left. He fakes the handoff, gets it out on a little wide receiver screen. He's got some room to run as Ethan Smith gets blocked, but does knock him out of bounds. He'll be close to the 1st down. And it looks like they will give him the 1st down. And a good job by the wide receivers for Lakeside blocking out on the edge.
Oh, yeah. It's hard to find good blocking wide receivers.
You got to want to.
Yeah.
That's the whole key of being a blocking wide receiver. You got to want to do it. So Lakeside picks up where they left off on last drive and just moving the ball steadily down the field against Greenbrier. Ball on the left hash, 3 receivers to the right. Running back to the left of Walcott. They'll hand it to him on the left side. He's got some room, hit hard, but he will pick up about 6 on 1st down. And right now, Lakeside is winning at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're just being more physical than us. I think outside on the edge with our receivers, with their receivers, and even in the box.
2nd down and 4 as they move it into Greenbrier territory. Ball placed on the 47. 3 receivers left. Now he'll check the sideline as they'll change the play. Linebacker's going to have to start firing and filling these holes as Walcott changes the play again, hands it off on the left side. We do have a flag down. Not much there as they hit him about the line of scrimmage. They do give him, man, that's a great spot. Goodness gracious. They give him 2, which I don't know how in the world you make that spot. We'll see what the flag is.
I think it's offsides. Maybe.
All start against the offense. It had to be a legal motion, right? Or
illegal formation.
Yeah, they're blowing it dead. So that will back them up, bring up a 2nd down and 9. As it looks like number 4, which I believe is, I forgot to print off the.
Simmons.
I believe I forgot to print off the new roster. I think that's one of the Crow boys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Second down and 9 for the Rams. Trips right, 2 receivers left. Walcott takes a snap, looks left, got a man on a stick route and almost drops it, does haul it in. Fighting for yardage. Wow. He's still not down. That's Worbelski as he gets out of bounds after he picks up about 13. And Greenbrier doing a good job of rallying to the football, but got to make the tackle.
Finish.
First and 10 for Lakeside as they'll mark the ball at the 41. 4:46 left to play in this opening quarter, and it's been a dandy so far. Big left tackle from Lakeside will bring them to the line of scrimmage.
Going empty.
We'll go empty set again. Walcott takes a snap, quarterback draw on the left side, and he's got plenty of room to run, and he will be close to the first down. And that's one thing I have not seen him do much of this year.
Yeah. Well, when we're running, it's a very spread out defense, and we're running, it's a 3-man line. And it's cover 2. Yeah. One of the best things to run against cover 2 is to run the ball in general.
Yeah.
So when you get people spread out even more.
Yeah. He's only ran the ball for 85 yards all season.
Wow.
Empty formation again for Lakeside. Walcott takes a drop this time. Looks over the middle. He's got a man. Catches it at the 10. Spins off of a tackler. Be tackled at about the 9. Good job by Ethan Smith of holding on. That's Drew Morgan again across the middle for a big play.
It's just the middle of the field.
Number 4 is Asher Crow. So we'll be first and go on the 10 again for the Rams. Second possession in a row. They've had first and go from the 10-yard line. See if the defense can stop them this time. They'll send 2 receivers out to the left. The ball is on the right hash. Omen to the left. He will get the handoff on the left side. Big running room as he follows that big tackle. So he's just manhandling folks down there in the trenches. And he'll pick up 5. So second down and goal from the 5. As I believe that's what happened last time.
Yep.
Defense going to have to stand up and stand strong here. 2 receivers left. Got an up back, H-back there on the left. And effect the handoff this time. A little out route. Hit Bang. Immediately. Bang. And a good job by the Panther defense.
Number 6, Ethan
Smith, a senior, comes up and lays the wood immediately as he makes the catch.
What a great play.
Bring up third and go from the 4. I think that was a generous spot.
Yeah. He didn't make it back to the line of scrimmage.
I didn't think so. So third and go from the 4. Ball on the left hash. They'll send 2 receivers into the boundary. Running back Omen to the right of Walcott. Walcott takes a snap. He will hand it off to Omen on the left side, and he will be into the end zone for a touchdown. And right now, they are absolutely dominating Greenbrier on the line of scrimmage.
I'll change it.
Yeah. So Lakeside 13 pending this extra point. The kicker for Lakeside is number 37. Get their roster out here. Snap down, kick is up, and it is good. Number 37 is Romeo Oseguera. So the score is 14-7. Lakeside leads with 2:30 left in the first quarter. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this on My Country, Y107.
It's Black Friday at Haynes Ace in Conway and Wolf. The Blackstone 2-burner griddle, now $279.99 for Black Friday. Your DeWalt 20-volt max drill and impact driver kit, just $149 with your Ace Rewards. Yeti hard-sided coolers. Ace Rewards members save $50 to $200 off assorted coolers. No need to wait for Black Friday. It's Black Friday all month long at Haynes Ace in Conway and Wilton.
Now back to Greenbrier Panthers Sports on My Country Y107.
And welcome back here to the booth as we get ready for another kickoff from Lakeside. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns for the Rams as they kick it off high end over end, as Salter Mahan will field it at the 10. He'll bring it up the right side. Tries to make a man miss. Not much there as he'll be tackled at about the 18. And we forgot to go down to our sideline correspondent, Dustin Worthy, in the first quarter. We'll try to get him in between quarters and get him on here and kind of get the feel of what's going on down at the ball game. Greenbrier sends their offensive unit out for the second time tonight. 82 yards to go, and we'll hope they can be as explosive as they were last time. Pistol formation, 2 receivers to each side as the ball's on the right hash. Palmer looks over the defense. Now he'll check the sideline for the play.
Got 8 seconds.
Palmer takes a snap, fake the handoff, gets it out to Mahan, and tries to go before he catches it and falls incomplete. You don't see that much out of Salter.
No, you don't.
2nd and 10 for the Panthers. First hiccup of the night offensively. They'll send 4 receivers out to the left, 1 out to the right. Empty formation for Jack. Palmer now will bring Hassan in motion, and they'll hand it to him on the right side. Makes a man miss. He's on the sideline.
That was not a hold.
Do have a flag down. It looks like this one will be coming back.
That was not a hold.
Will be a holding call against the Panthers. Be half a distance to the goal, so bring up 2nd down and long for the Panthers, as this drive has not started nearly as good as the last one did. Bring up a 2nd down and 18 here for Greenbrier. 2:19 left in the opening quarter. Greenbrier behind the chains for the first time tonight. 2 receivers to each side for Palmer. Fakes the handoff, gets it out on a wide receiver screen. That's to Mosley at the 10, the 15. Gets to the sideline, up close to the 20. We'll mark him out at the 20-yard line. So gets back most of the yardage plus some. We'll bring up a 3rd down and 8. 2:05 left to play. Big play here for the Panther offense. Palmer looks over the defense. Now he'll check the sideline and make a play call. 2 receivers to each side for Jack. 12 on the play clock. They'll bring pressure off the right side. Palmer takes his drop, looks right, gets it out on time, got his man caught, enough for the 1st down, and Greenbrier will move the chains.
Props to Enoch right there for picking up on that pass protection.
Yep.
Great throw by Jack right there. Salter barely had to break his stride, got it out on time. So
1st and 10 for the Panthers. Jack looks right, nothing there. Now he'll roll to his left, and he'll scramble. Gets past the first guy. He's at the 40, and will step out of bounds at the 50, and Jack's showing the wheels off.
He showed him a little bit last week when he was blocking for Trendon.
That's right. So 1st down Panthers as Jack picks it up with his legs. Tried to throw the little screen, and Lakeside did a great job of defending it there, and wisely Jack just pulled it down and made something happen. Greenbrier into Lakeside territory. Pistol formation, single receiver to each side, ball on the left hash. Give us to Hassan on the left, big hole, and he's off to the races.
He's gone.
30, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Panthers! Big hole on the left side as this offensive line, this left side of this offensive line is dominating.
They're dominating. No other word for it. They're just whooping them.
And we're in for a shootout here tonight, folks. 1 minute and 1 second left on the clock, and Greenbrier has about 2.5 minutes of time of possession so far in this quarter. Lakeside's used the rest, but the score is almost equal pending this extra point as Ethan Rhodes is on. Ace Newland, your holder. Calls for the snap. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up and through, and we're tied at 14. We'll be back right after this with more Greenbrier Panther football on My Country, Y107.
The Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier has been providing medical services for the children of Central Arkansas.
I grew up on a cattle farm. Hard work, responsibility, and doing what's right. Those values have guided me my whole life. Family is everything. My wife and kids remind me why I work hard every day. I'm running to serve you, standing for faith, family, hard work, and common sense conservative principles. I'm Jeremy Riddle, and I'm ready to work for Arkansas families. Vote in the Republican primary on March 3rd.
Down on the sideline, what's it feel like down there, my man?
This for a playoff game. Lakeside, man, their front offensive line is the biggest we've seen this year and probably the most aggressive. But their defense doesn't have an answer for number 8 tonight, I don't think.
Yeah, exactly right. What are you seeing offensively on the line that they're doing different that we can't adjust to?
Well, one, they're the biggest we've faced all year, and then two, they're just, I mean, they're finishing their box. They're super aggressive. Yeah. But as we've talked all year, Stone will figure this thing out. Our offense keeps doing what they're doing. Our defense is going to settle in and get some stops here.
Absolutely. Thanks, Dustin. We'll check back with you here in a little bit.
Sounds good, Matt.
All right, and thanks, Dustin, for doing that. Some sideline reporting. It's always good to get a perspective down on the field. That's one thing I do miss about calling the games is being down there running the chains, being in the middle of the action.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing like being down on the field. But good game so far here. Is a minute left in the first quarter. Both teams have taken each possession down and scored. Lakeside, with their third of the night, will send 3 receivers in a bunch set out to the left as the ball's close to the left hash. They'll hand it off on the right side, following their big tackle, and a good pickup on first down as Oman gets out close to the first down yardage as they pulled their big number 74, their left tackle, all the way around the line of scrimmage.
That's got to be scary.
That's an intimidating look coming at you, especially if you're in the secondary.
Yeah.
Second down and 1 for the Rams, as Greenbrier is going to have to make some adjustments to this run game. We were a little bit worried about the passing game coming in here, and that's not really what's hurt us so far. 2 receivers right, 1 left for the quarterback. He'll hand it off to Oman on the left side and has enough for the first down as he picks up about 5, and we'll move the chains. Peter Oman running the football hard for the Rams. First and 10, ball on the Rams 34. As Rebelski will come off and get him a breather. And it looks like that's going to be the last play of the first quarter as clock now ticks to 0. And that will be it for the first quarter. Tied at 14 after 1. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this on My Country, Y107.
Hey, Greenbrier fans, ready to stay connected with the best internet in town? TCW Fiber is your local choice for blazing fast internet, keeping you in the game no matter where life takes you. Do you need to stream the Panthers game, finish that homework, or just unwind with your favorite shows? TCW Fiber delivers speed, reliability, and service that's as strong as our Greenbrier pride. As a proud supporter of Greenbrier High School football, we're dedicated to keeping our community connected on and off the field. Whether you're cheering from the stands or catching the highlights at home, TCW Fiber keeps you in the loop. So gear up, Greenbrier. Make the winning choice with TCW Fiber, your hometown internet provider. Proudly supporting our Panthers. Visit us at tcworks.com to learn more. TCW Fiber, proudly powering Greenbrier, one connection at a time. Go Panthers!
Now back to Greenbrier Panthers Sports on My Country, Y107.
And welcome back to Don Jones Stadium, John Hawks Memorial Field. And, Coop, we've got a heck of a ball game brewing here in this one. And you wouldn't expect any less in the second round.
It's kind of what you came in here thinking, though. Yeah. 2 highly powered offenses going against each other.
Yeah.
Obviously, you want to see some defensive stops, but I mean, I'm cool with just watching offense score.
I know you are. Let's see what kind of defensive adjustments Coach Stone has made this time on the third time around. First and 10 for the Rams. Ball to 29. Walcott takes the snap.
False start,
They will call a false start on the Rams as the receiver got a little bit of an early jump.
Is there an O-lineman?
Who was their O-lineman? I think the receiver left early as well.
Number 50.
At the end of the first quarter, the score for you, 7.
Farmington leading Joe T 7-0 early in that one.
Yeah, but you can't ever, like I said last week,
So all West teams are either leading or tied right now, as they'll send Morgan from left to right. First time behind the sticks for Lakeside. Gets it out quickly on a stick route and tackled immediately at the original line of scrimmage. Will bring up a second down and 10. And that's one thing, you know, Walcott's so efficient. That's why he's so efficient, is he takes what's there.
Yeah.
He doesn't try to force it. Little 5, 6, 7 yard dunks all the time. And, I mean, that's what moves the sticks.
Yeah, I mean, a quarterback coach told me one time you can't ever go broke making a profit.
That's right.
He's all right, I guess.
Second down and 10 for the Rams. Greenbrier's got to capitalize on this, getting them behind the chains here. 2 receivers left. Walcott takes a drop, looks left. Now he'll have to scramble out of the pocket. Giving chase. Greenbrier's got him in the backfield. Lets it go. Finds a man somehow.
Wow.
Which is Oman. And I don't know how Walcott got out of that.
I don't know how he stayed up.
He does get it to his running back at the last second, but will bring up a third down and a long 6 here for the Rams. So the first time tonight, Greenbrier got a chance to get off the field. We'll see if they can make the play to do so. In a game like this where it's going to be back and forth, any big third down that you can get off the field, you got to take advantage of. Trips right for Lakeside, empty backfield. Greenbrier tries to bring pressure off the right side and gets into the neutral zone, and that'll be close to a first down. I like the call, bringing pressure. You just got to be disciplined there. Bring up a third down and 1, and the way Lakeside has ran the football here tonight, expect nothing less than running off the big 74's hips right here.
Man.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point tonight, you know, Greenbrier goes into a 4-man front, try to give Quattlebaum some help over here on this behemoth. Third down and short for the Panther defense. Walcott looks to the sideline. Pistol formation. Takes a snap. Hands it off up the middle to Oman. Not much there. Hit at the line of scrimmage, but he does fall forward. Greenbrier doing a good job of attacking the line of scrimmage that time, but he's just falling forward.
Oh, here's our chance to get back there.
Yeah. Big 74's helmet come off, showing his golden locks flowing around.
I had a buddy, his name's Buddy, used to play football with, and it looks identical.
First and 10 for the Rams. Ball on the 46-yard line. 9:57 left to play in the opening half. Lakeside huddling up. Don't see many teams huddle up much anymore, but they do every time. Walcott hands it off on the left again as they follow that line. They're just pulling that guard or that tackle, and he's just riding him on his backside, and, I mean, it's 5 yards every play.
Yep.
And definitely going to have to do something about that. Second and 5 for the Rams as they get it into Greenbrier territory. Ball marked on the 49-yard line.
They're taking their time.
Trying to keep the ball out of this potent Greenbrier offense's hands. And if you're just matriculating the ball down the field, why not?
Yep.
And you're gaining positive yardage every play. Walcott, little pitch out to Oman on the left side. And a good block on the outside. He springs his guy forward. Greenbrier had it kind of, I thought, wrangled tight, and he still picks up 7 or 8.
Yeah.
It looks like we're catching blocks instead of attacking blocks. So first down for the Rams as they move it deeper into Greenbrier territory. Ball placed on the 37. 8:46 and counting here in this opening half of football. Score is 14-14 if you're just now joining us. Lakeside with their third possession of the ball game. 2 receivers out to the right. The ball's on the left hash. He will have Prather on the left side up against the sideline. Oman to the right. Gets it out quickly on a hitch route, and good job by the defense, but he does hit his receiver for a pickup of about 7. And 74 is having his way with Mr. Quattlebaum right now. That is what you call a pancake.
Yeah.
Second and 5 for the Rams. Of course, if you're signed to go play SEC football,
you better show it.
You better show it.
Yeah.
Second down and 5. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Walcott Calls for the football. We'll hand it to Omen. Good job this time by Greenbrier as they get into the backfield and create a negative play. And good job by Quattlebaum as we just got him fired up a little bit maybe.
I think so.
Got off his block and made a tackle for a loss.
Now we cannot jump off sides right here.
Big Klosky coming in here for a big third down. You know, this is kind of no man's territory.
Yeah.
Probably 4-down territory for Lakeside. But I have seen them punt from this position as well. So
I don't think you can. Not with this Greenbrier offense.
Big third down for the defense. Trips right. Ball in the middle of the field. Omen to the left of Walcott. Takes a snap, gets it out on a wide receiver screen. Greenbrier defends it well. Another helmet comes off in the backfield. It is complete, but it'll bring up a 4th down and 4. And looks like Lakeside will keep the offensive unit on the field, as now the right tackle will have to go off as his helmet came off as well. Left tackle's back in, right tackle will have to go out. Big 4th down play here early in the ball game as the ball's on the 31. Got to get to the 28. 27, really. Yeah, that referee microphone is terrible.
Yeah, that's not good.
6:49 to play. 4th down for the Rams. Big play for the defense, a chance to get the ball back and for Greenbrier to take the lead for the first time tonight. Can the defense stand up and make a stop?
Let's see it.
Two receivers left, one right for Walcott. Omen to the left of hit to his left hip. Now he'll look to the sideline to get the play call.
Go hitch. There we go, hitch.
And it looks like they're going to call a timeout. We're going to take a timeout with them. We'll be right back with more action of Greenbrier Panthers right here on My Country, Y107.
I grew up on a cattle farm. Hard work, responsibility, and doing what's right. Those values have guided me my whole life. Family is everything. My wife and kids remind me why I work hard every day. I'm running to serve you, standing for faith, family, hard work, and common sense conservative principles. I'm Jeremy Riddle, and I'm ready to work for Arkansas families. Vote in the Republican primary on March 3rd.
Now back to Greenbrier Panthers Sports on My Country, Y107.
And ready. Welcome back here to Don Jones Stadium as we get ready for this big 4th down play and a chance for the first time tonight for this defense to really get off the field and get the ball back to their potent offense.
This will be huge.
Fourth and 4 is the goal. They have to get to the 27 as the ball's on the 31. We'll see what Coach Garen Rockwell draws up here on this big 4th down play. Biggest play of the game so far to this point. Omen to the left of Walcott. He'll send 2 receivers out to his left. Ball's on the right hash. Greenbrier drops into different coverage. Walcott gets it out over the middle and overthrows his receiver. Incomplete.
There we go.
No flags. Greenbrier's football.
There we go.
Good job.
That could be the play of the game.
So you saw it. Greenbrier shifted into a different coverage last second, and I think it threw Walcott off. He double clutched, had his idea of where he wanted to go with the football before the snap, and it was covered.
Yeah.
Big play by the defense.
Love
See
it.
if this offense can just keep pounding it like they have been.
I was going to say, if the game keeps going how it's going, that could be the play of the game.
Absolutely. 6:51 to play in the half. Greenbrier been able to run the ball at will so far here tonight. That left side of the line just been dominating. Palmer will have a receiver out to the right, which is Mosley. One out to the left, which is Cummings. Pistol formation. Palmer sends a man in motion. Will turn. Fake the handoff. He'll roll to the right. Got plenty of time. Gets it out to his man, and it's picked off. No, almost. As the receiver undercut the route and luckily dropped, as that was number 11, Quadarius Jackson. Just read that one all the way.
Yeah.
And I think Jack maybe didn't quite give him enough credit for his speed right there.
Well, he had a Trendon over here on the comeback, turned his receiver around.
Yeah.
Just take what you can get right there and don't try to force anything.
There was a flag down.
Probably an eligible lineman downfield.
Okay. It is a 5-yard penalty. We'll back it up, which is fine with me. Give us the down back.
Yeah.
I'll take a 5-yard penalty and another down. 1st and 15 for the Panthers. Palmer looks over the defense. Now will hand it off on the right to Hassan. Cuts it back over the middle. Now he'll be hit hard at the 40, but falls forward and will be enough for the first down. Gain of 15 for Hassan.
You know, there's in the pregame.
They're going to call him short. 2nd down and 1.
He was saying he wants all the smoke. He's playing like it.
You know, some guys, when you get accolades like he's gotten this year, they let it go to their head. Yeah. They don't quite put out, you know, the effort.
Yeah.
This guy just ramps it up to a different level.
He works harder.
Yeah. 2 running backs this time for Greenbrier. As it's short, 2nd down and short. I don't know how they can give him the first down there. They'll bring a man in motion. Hand off to Hassan on the left side. He makes a jump cut to the right, makes a man miss, falls forward to about the 50, and first down for Greenbrier.
Keep feeding him. Keep feeding him. Go ahead and mention here, Greenbrier does get the ball to start the second half, so I know it's not their mojo to, you know, milk the clock, but if you could use the rest of this 5.5 minutes, it would be huge. 1st and 10, ball at midfield. Panthers looking to go down and take the lead for the first time tonight. 2 receivers right for Palmer. He'll bring a man in motion, turn, hand off to Hassan on the right. Not much there, but he does break a tackle as he'll get a pickup of about 5 on first down. And, man, hats off to this offensive line as they are whipping Lakeside's defensive front. Oh, yeah.
Which is what was happening on the other side as well.
Yeah.
Both offensive lines are having their way right now. 2nd and 5. He'll send Cummings and Mosley out left. Pistol formation again for Greenbrier. Palmer fakes the handoff, gets it out to his receiver on a little screen. Mosley tries a spin move, not much there, but he does pick up about 3. Bring up a 3rd down and 2. So big play for the Panthers. The way Greenbrier has ran the football tonight, I don't know that.
Give it to 8.
Yeah, and Coach Rockwell, seeing that Greenbrier's trying to use some clock, we'll call a timeout here. We'll go ahead and take a timeout with them with 4:42 left to play. The score is Greenbrier 14, Lakeside 14. We'll be back right after this with Greenbrier football on My Country, Y107.
GreenbrierAutoSales.com. GreenbrierAutoSales.com.
Oh, what a dream. I got this sudden urge to go to GreenbrierAutoSales.com. You need a new ride? Get a Greenbrier Auto Sales for a late model car, truck, or SUV. Greenbrier Auto Sales can finance most people with a low down payment, or they have a huge selection of edge cars, too. What was that website again?
GreenbrierAutoSales.com.
Check out Greenbrier Auto Sales inventory online at Stop by 281 South Broadview. Greenbrier Auto Sales on Facebook and the web at GreenbrierAutoSales.com.
Now back to Greenbrier Panthers Sports on My Country, Y107.
And welcome back. We're down on the sideline with our correspondent, Dustin Worthy. Dustin, big drive here as Greenbrier got the stop on defense. I said big drive here as the Panthers got the stop on defense.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so big stop. Did you see any different adjustments defensively for us to be able to get off the field?
On the penetration.
Yeah. So big 4th down here for the Panthers. We'll come back to you in a minute, Dustin. Thank you. 4th down and very short, and we got a flag. As Coach Rockwell was going nuts over there as he saw the movement, and going to be a 4th down and 6 now for the Panthers, which definitely changes things. I thought Enoch got a bad spot.
I thought he did too.
He reached the ball out. I thought he got to the 40. They marked him just short. So big play here for the Panthers and for the Rams as Greenbrier was able to get the stop and get off the field. Now the Rams with a chance to do the same thing. 4th down and 6 for the Panthers. 3:50 to go in the half. Greenbrier got to get to the 40 after the false start. Try to get a free 5. Lakeside holds the water. Now Greenbrier's going to take a timeout and talk it over. We're going to take a timeout with them. We'll be back right after this on My Country, Y107.
I grew up on a cattle farm. Hard work, responsibility, and doing what's right. Those values have guided me my whole life. Family is everything. My wife and kids remind me why I work hard every day. I'm running to serve you, standing for faith, family, hard work, and common sense conservative principles. I'm Jeremy Riddle, and I'm ready to work for Arkansas families. Vote in the Republican primary on March 3rd.
Communities made forward with this insurance. Fairly Insurance Group walks securely with us. Now back to Greenbrier Panthers Sports on My Country, Y107.
And welcome back to Don Jones Stadium. Big play for the Panthers as they're facing a 4th down and 6. Ball's on the 40, we'll call it the 46.5 or 45.5 yard line. Got to get to the 40. Jack will bring a man in motion. Calls for the snap. Takes his drop. Got his man wide open. That is 16. Lucas Thompson gets to the 1st down and knocked out of bounds. And a big play for the Panthers as they move the sticks. And a good little, what do you call that, a scissor route there? He kind of faked the slant and then went back out.
So it's zig.
Zig, yeah. We called it a scissor back in old school.
Y'all's the terminology. Yeah, the terminology.
Well, we did use leather helmets back then. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Palmer turns. Son on the right. Not much there, but he does find a crease. Good job tackling there by Lakeside as they just get a hand in his wheels. And he'll fall forward for a gain of 4. And now we've got all kinds of craziness going on with our scoreboard. 3:17 and counting. And Greenbrier trying to milk this clock and go down and score and get a double up here as they get the ball coming back out after half. 2nd and 6. Single receiver each side for Greenbrier. They'll bring Cummings in motion. A little pop pass to him. Not much there. He steps up into the line of scrimmage and will fall forward. They try to rip the ball out. He'll pick up about 3, bring up a 3rd down and 2. We'll call it, 3rd down and 2. So 2:40. Greenbrier with, well, I would tell you how many timeouts, but our video board's not working correctly.
I
think we got 2 left, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the clock will become a factor at some point here.
Yeah, I think Lakeside only has 1.
Lakeside makes a late substitution. Now they'll keep him out on the field. Greenbrier in a tight bunch set on the right side. Fakes the handoff. Palmer in a little bit of trouble, has to let it go early, and nobody there as they've got a man. Greenbrier got a man down.
He's getting up.
That is Evans, as it looks like he either slipped or got knocked to the ground, but we'll bring up a 4th down and short again for the Panthers. So definitely making it hard on themselves. 2:04 left to play after the incomplete pass, and a big 4th down for both teams. $11 seconds on the play clock as Greenbrier looks like they will take it all the way down and take a timeout, which the clock's not running. I don't know why we're going to take it all the way down. So timeout by Greenbrier. We'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this with the last 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter here in Greenbrier. Scores tied, 14-all. This is Greenbrier Panther football on My Country, Y107.
Looking for a place where you can find comfort and compassion? At Greenbrier Nursing and Rehab, they are committed to being a premier provider and facility of choice throughout Faulkner County and the communities that surround us. At Greenbrier Nursing and Rehab, every resident is welcomed by a caring team dedicated to making transitions smooth. From rehabilitation to long-term care, they tailor their services to your needs in a comfortable and compassionate environment. Drop by anytime, schedule a tour today, or visit greenbriernr.com.
Now back to Greenbrier Panthers Sports on My Country, Y107.
And welcome back as we just got the word. Farmington leads Joe T 14-7. Both the other 2 games are tied, just like this one is. Greenbrier facing a 4th down and 2 with 2:04 left to play. Huge play here for the Panther offense. No safety over the top as they're betting on Enoch getting the football.
I would too.
And they hand it to him. And he's got some room on the right side at the 20 and wrestled out of bounds, and a first down for the Panthers. And with a 9-man, maybe a 10-man box, Greenbrier line does it again.
They're just running. So the thing is, they're not playing. They're playing inside zone.
Yeah.
Like they're guessing inside zone the whole time. We're just beating them on stretch and outside zone.
And Tribble said that they noticed that they haven't really faced a team that runs outside zone against them all season. And you can tell they're really not sure what to do. So big down for the Panthers as they get a first down and 10. New set of downs inside the 20 as they get into the red zone. Minute 58 left. Greenbrier with one timeout. Trips left. Ball on the right hash. Palmer calls for the football. Hands it off to Hassan on the left side. Lakeside does a good job of stretching this one out this time. And for the first time tonight, Enoch stopped for no gain. And you definitely don't see that very often.
Not at all.
And that is their leading tackler, Chris Ford, on the play. They'll bring up a 2nd and 10 as the clock ticks now to minute 30. Greenbrier trying to take the first lead of the night, but one thing they have done is kept the ball away from Lakeside.
Yeah. Got to keep chipping away at that clock.
If you can double up here, man, what a huge deal it would be to score and then score again coming out at the half. 2 receivers to each side, both in tight formations. Now they'll bring one from left to right. That is Mosley. Palmer looks his way. Now back across the middle. He'll be flushed out of the pocket. And Palmer just keeps it, finally lets it go, and just throws it away. We do have a flag down. And we got a hold that's literally 40 yards away from the play. I mean, that has no effect on the play, man. Keep your flag in your pocket.
That was pretty bad.
That's pretty bad. I mean, whether he's getting held or not, it has no effect on the play.
Play was basically already over.
Yes. That's just not a good call. So a 10-yard penalty will bring up a 2nd down and 10 or 20 for the Panthers. Minute even left on the clock. That's just an official trying to be involved in the game when you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Trips right for the Panthers. Pistol formation. Palmer fakes the handoff. Now he'll get rushed. He's getting hit in the backfield. He gets away. Now it's a scramble drill, and he just throws it out of bounds wisely. Yeah, good job by Jack getting away from that blitz. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and long for the Panthers. Coop, the ball's at the 28, probably a little bit outside of Ethan's field goal range. He does have a great leg.
I was going to say, but you got to at least try it.
Yeah, but I think here, you don't have to get all of it. Just try to get half.
Yeah. And the last thing you need to do right here is turn the ball over. Don't try to force anything. 50 seconds is enough time.
Yeah. And hats off to their secondary. They're doing a good job in coverage right now.
Yeah.
Jack hadn't hold the ball a little bit longer than what he likes to. 3rd down and 20 for the Panthers. Palmer takes his drop. Got some time this time. Lets it go deep down the middle of the field. Got a man caught in the end zone. Touchdown Panthers! What a play by
number 10.
Salter Mahan, the senior. What a throw by Jack Palmer.
That was a perfect throw.
Just put some height under it, dropped it in the bucket, and what a play. As Greenbrier scores with 43 seconds left to take the lead, 20-14. What a beautiful ball.
Making me nervous.
Ethan Rhodes on to kick the extra point, and we got a false start. I think Waterbaum I think he passed out right there. I don't know what happened.
I think he fell over.
Oh man. They'll back it up 5 and kick it a little bit further away. Rhodes your kicker, Newland the holder. Good snap, holds down, kick is up.
Almost got a rough in the kicker there.
It is good. As Greenbrier leads 21-14, we're going to take the final break of the half with 43 seconds to go. We'll be back right after this on My Country, Y107.
For over 40 years, the Johnson family at Greenbrier Ready Mix has quietly laid the foundation for Central Arkansas. From house foundations to highways, their Ready Mix concrete stands the test of time. No project is too big or too small, and every pour promises quality you can trust. Want a rock-solid start? Call Greenbrier Ready Mix today for a free estimate, because your project deserves a legacy, not just a lump of concrete.
Now back to Greenbrier Panthers Sports on My Country Y107.
And welcome back to Don Jones Stadium as Greenbrier takes the lead 21-14. And with 43 seconds left, Lakeside with one timeout left, Greenbrier got to do everything they can to keep them out of the end zone as they get the ball back coming out after halftime.
Oops.
Ethan Rhodes to measure this one off and hopefully can kick this one into the end zone. He'll approach the football. It's a good boot into it, end-over-end kick, and it will land 2 yards deep into the end zone, and Lakeside will have to go 80 with 43 seconds and one timeout to go. And we talked about it, Coop. This offense is very potent, and, they score quickly, and you just got to be disciplined here and not let anything get behind you.
Yeah, I mean, keep doing what you're doing.
The clock's your friend here.
Yeah,
so you just
keep them
can't
in bounds.
Keep them in front of you, keep them in bounds, and at some point they're going to have to make a huge play to score. 1st and 10, ball on the 20, right in the middle of the field. Walcott will send 3 right, 2 left. He'll be all alone in the backfield. Greenbrier in a 3-man front. They will bring 3. Gets it out on a little stop route, and they hit the receiver. It will be short of the first down, so the clock will roll. 35 seconds. That was Drew Morgan on the catch. Down to 29 seconds.
I don't like this coverage that we're in.
Walcott takes his drop. Now he'll step up into the pocket, getting held, and they do throw the flags. The flags fly every direction.
I think every ref on the field threw the flag.
I tried to throw one from up here. But it will be a hold with 18 seconds to play and really puts the Lakeside Rams behind the sticks and in a big hole to try to go get some points here. If they call something other than a hold, I might pass out. 2 fouls. And number 74 and number 67 both called for a hold. Unfortunately, you can't take both of them.
Clock still goes away, though.
So 18 seconds. Lakeside does still have one timeout left, bringing up a 2nd down and 11.
19. Are you serious?
Walcott will be empty in the backfield again. 3 right, 2 left. Ball's on the left hash. Greenbrier in normal coverage. They'll bring some pressure off the right side, and Roop Adams takes him down for a big sack all the way down at the 4-yard line. I love bringing some pressure right there. And so the clock will tick all the way down, and Coach Rockwell is going to let it run out as Greenbrier will go into the half with the lead 21-14 and the momentum as they get the ball coming back after half. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll give you the stats, and we'll talk about the second half coming up right after this on My Country, Y107.
Your home is your palace, an extension of you, and the first impression of your home starts on the outside. Jordan Landscape and Supply knows how important it is to have the outside of your home reflect your image and style. Jordan Landscape and Supply is proud to say thank you to our veterans and to thank you for your service to our country. In fact, at Jordan Landscape, veterans always receive a 10% discount on bulk material. Learn more at DurdenLandscapes.com or come by 50 Stanford Road on the west side of Highway 65 at the Flats. Durden Landscape and Supply. The supplies, the expertise for the do-it-yourselfer as well as the team to lead you through the process and help you all the way to completion. Durden
Entertainment. We'll have the Greenbrier High School dance team. Let's give it up. Give it up for the men's team. Next on the agenda, the Greenbrier High School cheerleaders. All right, let's give it up again for the Greenbrier High School cheerleaders.
Financing. Yeah, nobody offers you more ways to pay. And all local tire and wheel deals include roadside assistance, road hazard protection, lifetime rotating balance, and lifetime flat repairs. Plus, heads up, local tire and wheel is now offering tires for your ATVs, side-by-sides, and trailers. So before you pack up and head out for the holidays, make sure your ride is road ready with local tire and wheel. 600 South Park Rider in Conway. MyLocalTireAndWheel.com. And on Facebook, search Local Tire and Wheel, Conway, Arkansas.
Football season is back. My Country Y107 is proud to be home of the Greenbrier Panther Network broadcast of Greenbrier Panther football.
I love Friday nights when you're looking for a win and Saturday morning when you found one.
Join Matt Wilcox as we follow the Greenbrier Panthers all season long. Each week we'll be on site to bring you the best in action from your Panthers under the direction of head coach Randy Dribble.
Welcome to Friday Night Football.
Hand off to Hassan. Touching up the middle. Got room.
Touchdown, Greenbrier.
My Country Y107 Sports is brought to you in part by Greenbrier Auto Sales, Greenbrier Nursing Home, Centennial Bank, McBee's Car Wash and Coffee, Turton Landscape and Supply, Chris Crane Hyundai, Jeremy Riddle for State Representative, Integrity Insurance, Genesis of Conway, Baptist Health, Leslie Heating and Air, Haynes Ace Hardware, Wilcox Funeral Home, the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Conway Regional Health, TCW Fiber, Conway Trophy and Awards, UACCM, and Kezia Day Flores. Greenbrier Panther Football, exclusively on My Country Y107. It's time for the halftime report. Let's go back to the press box with Matt Wilcox.
And welcome back here in the booth as we're here at halftime. Greenbrier leads Lakeside 21-14 in what has been a fantastic ball game up until this point. Greenbrier, the difference in the first half, got one stop defensively, and Lakeside did not.
Yep.
And so that was the difference. Both of these offenses have worked very efficiently, both running the football very well. Greenbrier was able to get off the field on that third possession of Lakeside's on a fourth down play as they switched up the coverage there last minute and confused the quarterback a little bit. Because looking at his stats for the half, he's 11 of 13. So one of those throws was that fourth down.
Yeah.
So taking a look at the stats here in the first half, Greenbrier with 11 first downs, Lakeside 17. Greenbrier has 13 carries for 170 yards. Lakeside 18 carries for 76 yards. Greenbrier averaging 13.1 yards a carry. Lakeside only 4.2. Passes, Jack 7 of 12. And Wally Walcott 11 of 13. Passing yards, Greenbrier 80, Lakeside 120. Total plays, Greenbrier had 25 plays for 240 yards, and Lakeside had 32 plays for 186 yards. Greenbrier's 1 of 4 on third down, and Lakeside 3 of 5. Greenbrier 2 of 3 on fourth down, and Lakeside 0 of 1. Looking at it individually, get over here to it. Jack was 7 of 12 for 70 yards and that huge touchdown pass there at the end of the half. Salter Mahan 2 catches for 37 yards and that huge catch there at the end of the half. Caden Cummings 2 carries for 26. Trendon Mosley 2 for 10. And Lucas Thompson 1 for 7. Enoch has 12 carries for 148 yards. And Jack Palmer 1 for 22. Defensively, Greenbrier's led right now with 7 tackles by Ace Newland and Roop Adams. And looking at the other side, well, I don't have their stats. They cut off. So pretty good first half offensively. Nothing just crazy jumping off the page other than Enoch with 148 yards in the first half.
I mean, it doesn't got to be. I mean, you don't. That's the thing is like with a team like this, you don't have to do anything crazy, and you don't have to change your game plan to come out here and dominate. Just keep things simple, do your job, and you'll come out here and win.
Yeah. So second half, you know, what's your message, Cooper, to the team right now? After watching this first half and kind of seeing how everything unfolded, what are you telling your players right now in the half?
If I'm a coach or if I'm a player?
If you're a coach.
If I'm a coach, I'm just telling my guys you got to keep your head in the game. Yes, you're up 1 score coming out at half. Yes, you're coming out with, some momentum. But you got to keep that momentum. You can't let it dive off the edge of the cliff. You got to keep going up. But main thing is stay on your assignment, be on your alignment, and just do your job.
Yeah.
And you'll come out here and win this game.
Yeah, for sure. And what I'm really excited to see about from both of these teams is, both of them very well coached. You can tell that by the play on the field. But just the adjustments from both sides in the second half. Really excited to see what Coach Stone dials up defensively to try to stop this running game as, they really honestly have been manhandling us at the line of scrimmage. And then on the flip side of that, what does Lakeside do to kind of counteract our run game?
Yeah.
And so it's going to be a chess match here in the second half. The good news is how big that score was before half, not only for momentum purposes and confidence purposes, but you get the ball coming out of the second half, and you got a chance to go up 2 scores, which will be huge.
I think games are won and lost based off how you finish a half.
Yeah.
Obviously, at the end of the game,
you
probably want to score.
Sure.
But at the end of your first half, if you come out and you're dead at the end of that first half, there's a good chance you're going to come out dead in the second half.
Yeah.
So got to keep that energy up, and let's go win this thing.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll check some scores around the state, and we'll be ready for some play here in the second half of this one and the second round of the playoffs right here in Greenbrier. This is Greenbrier Panther football on My Country, Y107.
For over 40 years, the Johnson family at Greenbrier Ready Mix has quietly laid the foundation for Central Arkansas. From house foundations to highways, their Ready Mix concrete stands the test of time. No project is too big or too small, and every pour promises quality you can trust. Want a rock-solid start? Call Greenbrier Ready Mix today for a free estimate, because your project deserves a legacy, not just a lump of concrete.
Are you you being hit with outrageous rates on your home and auto insurance? Don't just settle for that. Call Anita Murray at AGM Insurance. She will do the work to find you the best rates available to you. AGM Insurance has 2 convenient locations.
Spending countless hours perfecting their performance, the Greenbrier High School Marching Band starts their morning with pre-flight preparation.
We've been working since like mid-summer.
It's the last time, best time, as we say, and I'm going to try and live that through and make sure that happens.
This is where we really come together as a team and we get to show everything that we're able to do.
And this has been our best show we've ever done.
It's like the summit, like the peak competition of the year, and it really gets to push our limits on what we think is possible for our performances.
With a little turbulence along the way, the band continued to work through the challenges to give their final performance their all.
I've had to step into a leadership role, which I haven't really occupied before, so it's certainly a learning experience.
For me, this is my first year doing band, so learning sheet music has definitely been the hardest part for me. I learned how to read it.
I think the season has been kind of difficult without last year's seniors. I think that it kind of feels like there's just a part that's kind of missing.
I'm really trying to fill their shoes. It's kind of hard because they've always brought a lot of energy and they're always really good with it.
Overcoming these challenges were key in order to give their final performance full throttle.
I've been putting in more dedication to improving on my instrument because this is the first year I've ever had a solo.
I have grown a lot as a leader.
Fueled by the support from their ground crew, the Panthers reflect on the people who inspired their season most.
I think really, I would say the band as a whole, because it's been really cool to see just how knowledgeable everybody is of different things, and how fun everybody can have while being able to perform at the same time.
Our directors, Ms. Church, Ms. Wells, Mr. Deaver, and Mr. Berg, they're all amazing people. There's so many admirable traits in each one of these people, so I kind of looked up to little traits in everyone.
Here at War Memorial Stadium, the GHS Marching Band is cleared for takeoff one last time.
Reporting for GHTV, I'm Chandler Williams.
What started as following in his brother's footsteps became the season no one saw coming.
I didn't even want to play football, but my big brother, he started playing it. I just wanted to be like him.
Even when no one is looking, Enoch is finding ways to enhance his skills.
And I'm thinking, I might go home a little early today, and I step out, and there's Enoch still in the weight room doing clap push-ups back in the corner by himself.
But his hard work does not go unnoticed.
He had a really, really good year, and he just went to work, and he did it all summer long, and he just showed so much improvement, and this is obviously his best year yet.
Has a strong desire to be great, to be the best he can be, and he doesn't just wish he could be good. He's doing something about it every day.
Enoch's one of our energy guys, so he's kind of a high energy, brings the energy up for everybody. You know, he shows up, he's ready to practice every day, and if energy's down, he usually tries to get everybody going.
Many people look up to him, not just as a player, but someone who they can lean on.
So he's always being a leader. He's always showing that he's gonna be the guy that you want to rely on, and he's a great guy.
I think a lot of the success he's had this year is a reflection of the offensive line, you know, our tight ends and receivers, and their ability to block and open up holes for him to run through.
With the Panthers being undefeated and Enoch being one of the top scorers, the Panthers are having a historical season.
He's got a lot of really good qualities, but his work ethic is what allows him to be as good as he is.
These players take every opportunity to work on their skills, even if they win or lose.
Winning will take care of itself if you're doing that. You know, that's our approach. We're not just trying to beat Bologna, we're trying to get better.
Even off the field, these players still talk about leveling their game and how they can improve.
You know, we're always talking about football, always thinking of ways we can get better, and it's that respect level. We talk to each other, we listen, and we're able to get better as a team.
The community comes together to support Enoch's journey and the Greenbrier Panthers.
This town really cares about this sport, and I mean, it's just a good program. You know, coaches care, players care, you know, people care, and that's one of the ways I stay motivated to play the game.
This has been one unexpected season for Greenbrier. Reporting for GHTV, I'm Braden Adams.
Osceola 28-7 over Drew Central. Boonville 28-7 over Rivercrest. Glen Rose 12, Atkins 0 right now in the third. Fordyce 14, Charleston 12, which we knew that was going to be a heck of a ball game. And Mayflower up 14-0 over Smackover, a Smackover team that's averaging 45 points a game. Mayflower's only given up 5.4 points a ball game all season. So that defense at Mayflower is legit.
Huh.
Yes, sir. And then down in the 2A, East Point set up over Poen 27-14. And Junction City getting drummed right now, 37-0 by Cross County.
Dang.
Yeah, that's a shocker there. Junction City was one of the favorites coming into the 2A playoffs. So crazy things happen in the playoffs, and we're about ready for some action here as Greenbrier makes their way to the sideline to the cheers and love of the Greenbrier faithful. Lakeside still warming up in the end zone, and Coop, looks like the Panthers come out with some good energy here. As
Got to.
We're going to go down to Dustin Worthy real quick with an interview. Hey, Dustin. Yeah, here we go. And Dustin's got Coach Tribble down there. We'll go to Dustin.
That was key there towards the end. Their offensive line is probably one of the biggest you faced all year. They're pretty good. And we're going to defense. We're going to get a few more calls. We're going to That's what I like to hear, Coach. Thank you.
All right, Dustin, we appreciate you. We'll come down to you here in the middle of the third quarter.
Sounds good.
And having a little bit of difficulty with our mic tonight. Not sure exactly what's going on there. We'll have to change the batteries out there. But we appreciate Dustin and his efforts down there on the sideline as we're about ready for the kickoff here. I believe Greenbrier will be returning from left to right as Lakeside will be kicking towards the north. So big half here for the Panthers, as it looks like we will be down a man as Mr. Evans is coming out on crutches from the locker room, so that's always a bummer.
Yeah, that sucks.
Hope he's okay. Nothing too major.
It looked like his ankle.
Yeah. Lakeside will be kicking from right to left as Greenbrier will be returning towards the big scoreboard, which we are having some difficulties with tonight, unfortunately. It is still working, but just aren't able to get our graphics up like we normally do. Officials meet at half a midfield, and now we'll disperse to their positions and hand the ball to Mr. Oseguera as he gets ready to kick it away. Big half here for the Greenbrier Panther and this program as they look to go to 12-0 just for the second time in program history and make it to the semis for just the second time in program history. Coop, you know what that was like.
I don't like to think about it.
Kick is away, a good kick. Will be fielded by Mahan at the 10. He'll bring it up over the 15. He's got some room out to the right, over the 20, and now will be run out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. And so pretty good return there for the Panthers as they will send their offensive unit out for this first possession of the second half. Greenbrier leads 21-14 if you're just joining us. Just underway here in the second half. Greenbrier able to run the football pretty much at will in the first half, and this offensive line has done a fantastic job all season, but really, really played well in the first half. And we'll see what kind of adjustments Coach Rockwell made at halftime. Greenbrier will come out with a tight set. Empty formation. Now they'll bring Hassan into the backfield. Hand it off to him on the right side. Cuts back against the grain. And a good job of shutting down that cutback lane. And Hassan will pick up 6 on first down. Notice this time they've got Ethan Quattlebaum in there on offense. Not exactly sure where they're lining him up.
Probably that B-back position that Evans was playing.
Yeah. And now Greenbrier will make a late substitution. Second down and 4. 2 running backs in the backfield this time with Palmer. He'll bring a man in motion. Fakes the handoff. Tries to set up a screen. Nothing there, and he'll just throw it at the feet of his running back wisely as Lakeside did a good job defending that one. Third down and 4 for the Panthers. Tried to get the ball out on a little screen to Enoch, and the linebacker did a good job of mirroring him out of the backfield. So big third down right out of the gate here to start the second half. Lakeside will bring pressure off the right side. Now Jack will check the sideline to get the play call. Lakeside with a chance to get a big stop here to start the second half and tie this thing up. Palmer turns, hands off to Hassan on the right side. Gets another gear, fights through, gets hit hard. It will depend on the spot, but it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Now we've got a flag on the sideline after the play. And not sure what exactly happened over here.
I think Lane Morgan drug him out of bounds. He was just playing to the whistle.
And we'll wait for the call. They do have him marked enough for the first down. It was a personal foul against Morgan. It will be after the play, so the play will stand. It was a first down, but it will back him up. And I don't like that call, Coop.
I don't either.
I'm not trying to be a homer here, but he just blocked the kid hard.
Yeah.
That's all he did.
He's taking him to the bus.
Wasn't anything excessive.
Just blocked him out of bounds.
So it will be 1st and 10. Ball will be placed at the 24-yard line. So a good hard run by Enoch.
Plugged me. There it goes.
And they'll fake the handoff, get it out on a little screen. He makes a man miss, now steps inside, and not much there as the Rams rally to the football. And if Mosley would have cut that one to the outside after that first miss, it would have been off to the races. Got spun around and kind of lost his bearings a little bit, but still a good pickup as he picks up 5. And Greenbrier doing a good job of mixing the run and the pass and kind of keeping Lakeside off their toes. 2nd and 5 for the Panthers. 2 running backs again for for Palmer. Son to the left, Cummings right. Roll out again, try to throw a screen. Jack's under pressure, gets away from it, and tries to get it to a receiver and throws it short. It will be incomplete. That's twice tonight, Cooper, that Jack's avoided a huge loss.
Huge.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's doing it. Hey, Coach Moreland's got him in that weight room.
So big play by Jack to stay on his feet and get rid of the football. Will bring up a 3rd down and 5. And Greenbrier making it tough on themselves right now offensively. They've tried to run that play twice. I would throw that play in the trash can.
Yeah.
Empty formation for Palmer as the defense looks a little unsettled back there in the secondary. Jack changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Calls for the football. Takes his drop, gets it out quickly, is to Hassan, hit immediately. He does catch the ball, but it's going to be just shy of the 1st down. It's going to be 4th down and 1. And it looks like Greenbrier's going to go for it. Wow. And that just shows you how much respect Greenbrier has for this offense of Lakeside. But when you got number 8 in the backfield, I like my chances.
I do too.
4th and 1 for Greenbrier.
Outside zone.
Try to get a free 5. Lakeside doing a good job of staying disciplined. Big play here for the Panthers. Palmer turns, hands it off to Hassan on the right side, lowers his shoulder, ball comes out, and
man,
I think Greenbrier's got it, and it's going to be enough for the 1st down depending on the spot. And that helmet hit the ball just right.
Yeah.
As that's not a very good spot. It's going to be short, I believe. And they're going to measure. So,
This is huge.
This is a big play here. If they don't get it, Lakeside will have the football.
That's short.
In plus territory, and it does look short from here. Let's see if this Greenbrier chain crew can pull some magic right here. As they stretch the chain, it is a 1st down for the Panthers and a huge break for Greenbrier.
I think we did work some magic there.
And you know, Cooper, me and Coach Wood talked about it last night, and those are the kind of breaks that you got to have to win a state championship.
You got to.
You do. I mean, you got to have some luck along the way, and those are the kind of breaks you got to get. And we got one right there. You got to capitalize on it.
You got to keep stacking them too.
So 1st down after a huge fumble by Enoch. I believe he had the 1st down before the fumble, but he coughed it up, and Greenbrier was able to fall on it. Did you see who recovered it?
I didn't. I think it was the O-lineman.
So 1st down and 10 as Greenbrier will have the ball on the 34-yard line. 8:57 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Greenbrier leads 21-14. And let's get back to what we were doing well in the 1st half. Palmer looks over the defense. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff, has some time. Now he'll step up into the pocket, lets it go. Right through the hands of his receiver. And a good throw, and Cummings just did not look that one in, and he's pretty sure-handed.
Yeah.
And that's not like him at all. So had his man across the middle, delivered a strike, and Cummings unable to haul it in.
Good pocket awareness from Jack right there, too.
So 2nd and 10. Greenbrier not quite got that rhythm going offensively like they had in the first. Empty backfield for Palmer. Turns, gets it out quickly to Mosley. Mosley's got some blocking, turns it up inside, gets to the 40, which will pick up about 6. So bring up a 3rd down and about 3. We'll call it a long 2 here. And we've only seen Enoch carry the football once so far in this half, or maybe twice. I'd like to see him get it a little bit more. 3rd down and 3 for the Panthers. Pistol formation, 2 receivers each side. Ball on the right hash. Palmer trying to get them to jump. And Lakeside is very well disciplined defensively. Palmer back up. Now he'll make a play call. Bring a man in motion. Gets the snap. Looks left. Nothing there. Now back across the middle. Got a man deep down the right side. And just overthrows Mosley as he's had his man beat. And interesting play call there, Coop, on 3rd and short.
If you're confident in your offense, I mean, it's you're in no man. Well, not really, but.
So another 4th down for the Panthers. This one a little bit longer than last time, 4th and 3. And looks like Greenbrier will keep the offensive unit on the field.
Let's hold on to that ball.
Enoch pretty sure-handed most of the time, but has coughed it up in a couple ball games here late in the season. 2 receivers each side for Palmer. Takes a snap, gets it out on a little stick route, and it is caught. And depending on the spot, he does have enough for the 1st down, and that was a great catch by Cummings.
Yeah.
I mean, he hit the receiver right as the ball got there, and he held on to it.
It even looked like he hit him a little early.
Yeah. Now let's get to running the football.
We've already wasted almost half the quarter.
Yeah. 7:30 left in the 3rd quarter. Greenbrier with a new set of downs. Ball placed on the 46-yard line. Trying to open up that defense with the passing game a little bit as they've got it stacked inside there.
I don't blame him.
Palmer turns, hands it off to Hassan. Nothing there as he will be taken down at the line of scrimmage. Will fall forward for a pickup of 1. And you can tell now why Greenbrier's throwing the football so much. I know what the message was now at halftime.
Yeah,
we're going to make
Lakeside.
somebody other than 8 beat us. We're going to take 8 away, and if they beat us, they beat us. And so far, that's what they're doing. 2nd down and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people in the box for Lakeside. Jack takes his drop. Got a man deep down the middle of the field is Mosley, and
that's a holding. That was a defensive holding.
2 of them back there, and Jack overthrows them both. May have got away with a little holding there, tug of the jersey. And no call will bring up a 3rd down and long for the Panthers.
That's the beauty of not having replay.
Yeah.
Well, you can't even replay that in college.
So big play again for the Panthers as they have kind of struggled to put a drive together starting the 2nd half, which looked just flawless in the 1st half.
Yeah.
It's been a struggle so far in this drive. They have been able to move the chains when needed, but a big play here. Clock down to 1 as they just get the snap off. Palmer steps up into the pocket, and nobody there as miscommunication on the play. Fall incomplete, and it'll bring up a 4th and long.
I think you got to punt it right here, right? 4th and 9?
Yeah. Obviously, Greenbrier's been aggressive and coaching with confidence, like you said.
Yeah.
But this is a tough situation to be in.
You could call a timeout, maybe. Yeah.
Greenbrier going to keep the offense on the field. They will go for it on 4th and 9 with the ball close to midfield. Trips left, single receiver right for Palmer. Play clock down to 5. He will take his drop. Steps up into the pocket. He's got room to run. Finds some time, now lets it go and throws wide of his receiver. Will be a turnover on downs as Greenbrier gives the ball back and a chance for Lakeside to go tie this thing up.
Right there, you just got to that comeback on this side, you just got to trust it a little bit longer. Staying there just a little bit longer. I know he's feeling pressure. Staying there a little bit longer, make the throw.
Yeah.
But good job of him scrambling right there, trying to find a man. When you see that much space, stick your foot in the ground and get upfield.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 for the Rams in plus territory as they have it in Greenbrier territory to start this drive. And we'll see what kind of adjustments Coach Stone made at halftime. We saw what kind of the Rams made. We'll see what Greenbrier does here. As Walcott will send one receiver to each side. Now they'll bring Morgan in motion from left to right. He'll get set up in the slot. Walcott will roll that way. And nothing there. He'll keep it on the quarterback sneak around the right side and will step out of bounds at pickup of about 4. So moving the pocket, which we didn't see much of in the first half from Lakeside. 2nd down and 7. Call it a long 6. 6:04 left to play in the third quarter. Greenbrier leads 21-14. Unsuccessful on their first drive out of half, and a chance for Lakeside to tie this thing up. Single receiver again, each side for Walcott. Hands the ball off to Oman up the middle, and Greenbrier does a good job of stacking him up. He will fall forward for a gain of 2, and I tell you, for a kid that's not very big.
No, he's falling forward a lot.
He falls forward almost every time. 3rd down and 3 now for the Rams. Ball at the 40. They need to get to the 37. This is definitely 4-down territory, I would think, for Lakeside.
Especially being down. I think you got to.
Yeah.
Unwritten rule.
Oman will be to the left hip of Walcott. Single receiver both sides. They will hand it to Oman. Big hole right up the middle.
Ooh.
Lost his footing, but he falls forward.
That didn't look good.
As we got a Panther down. He does pop up. That was Ethan Rhodes.
Hopefully it's not his kicking foot.
1st and 10 as they move the chains. Ball's placed on the 36. Same formation again for Lakeside as they've locked this formation coming out after half. Keeping another man in to block. He fakes the handoff, tries to double move down the left side. Well defended with a push off. He does catch it at the 1, no call. That's got to be offensive PI.
Wow.
They do give him the catch.
Either way, what a catch.
Well defended by Crass, and just kid made a great catch. 1st and goal for the Rams at the 1. And a chance to knot this thing up.
Uh-oh.
They'll send Morgan out right, Prather to the left. Oman to the right hip of Walcott. Takes a snap, hands it off up the middle and into the end zone for a touchdown. Touchdown Rams. So each team with a stop defensively, and we're knotted up at 21-20 right now, pending this extra point. So Greenbrier aggressively goes for it on 4th and 9 there at midfield, unable to get it, and Lakeside comes down and puts it in the end zone. Snap. Kick is up, and it is good. So we're tied at 21 with 4:26 to play in the third quarter. This is Greenbrier Panther football. We'll be back right after this on My Country, Y107.
I grew up on a cattle farm. Hard work, responsibility, and doing what's right. Those values have guided me my whole life. Family is everything. My wife and kids remind me why I work hard every day. I'm running to serve you, standing for faith, family, hard work, and common sense conservative principles. I'm Jeremy Riddle, and I'm ready to work for Arkansas families. Vote in the Republican primary on March 3rd.
And welcome back here into the booth. 4:26 left to play in the third quarter, and we've got a heck of a ball game here in Greenbrier. Lakeside 21, Greenbrier 21. Greenbrier with a chance to go up 2 scores coming out after half, and Lakeside did a good job defensively of getting off the field and took it down and punched it in. The kick by Osigura will bounce at the 5 and go out of bounds. So Greenbrier will get good field position to start this drive. And we'll see what kind of adjustments Coach Bertram makes here offensively, as Lakeside has come out and stacked the box, completely stacked the box to take the run away, and doing a good job in the secondary of covering as well.
I think we got to get away from jumbo groups, number one, just to get
spread the
field.
Yeah.
And then you can start targeting those DBs. You know, one-on-one, they have multiple people to worry about.
Sure. 1st and 10, ball on the 35. Greenbrier got to get back to Greenbrier football. Pistol formation, single receiver each side with Palmer. Palmer turns, fakes it on a little counter. Enoch around the right side and will step out of bounds at about the 41. And first time I've seen that this year. A little counter action.
We used to do that.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those plays where you don't run that much, but when you do run, it's pretty effective.
Yeah. 2nd down and 4 for the Panthers. Ball's marked out at the 41. Trips left for Palmer. Takes the handoff, or hands it off to Hassan, loses his footing for a loss on the play. Also 1 will bring it back to a 3rd down and 5. And right now, this defensive line for Lakeside is teeing off, and it must have got talked to pretty bad at halftime.
The way that their coach was acting on the sideline after half, I can imagine.
Yeah. So 3rd and 5 for the Panthers, ball on the 40. Big play here for this Panther offense, as they've not been able to get traction going in the second half so far. And we have not seen much of this offensively from Greenbrier this year. Trips left for Palmer, takes a drop, gets it out, got it.
Oh,
there's a man across the middle, and that's Trenton Mosley wide open and through the hands.
We got to refocus.
Got to make the catch, guys. So bring up a 4th and 5, and Greenbrier leaving their offensive unit on the field, and looks like they will continue to try to go for it here.
I don't know if I agree with this one. I didn't agree with the last one either, but
4th and 5 for the Panther offense. Lakeside continues to stack the box. Now they're going to, looks like they'll quick punt here. Palmer steps back a few yards, gets it away, and it's blocked. And they catch it at the 50, and they got some room around the right side.
Yeah, it's a touchdown.
And we got a flag down off of a blindside block, and that one's coming back. Lane Morgan with his helmet knocked off on a blindside block. And so the defense will have a chance, but maybe that's why we going for it on 4th down.
Yeah. Well, we have a punt unit.
Yeah. So that was number 11 that took it back for a touchdown, Quadarius Jackson off the block punt. Will be a blindside block against Lakeside. So Greenbrier catches a break there as they'll move it all the way back to the 46-yard line. And Lakeside's got all the momentum right now, Coop.
Yeah, they do. I mean, look at their sideline, look at ours.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one thing that I've kind of said all season, though, is just looking at our sideline. We got to have guys that are on the sideline, hyping you up, getting you ready to go, getting you fired up, kind of making you mad.
Yeah.
So you can get out there and hit somebody.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 for the Lakeside Rams, and a chance to take control of this ball game, or at least take the lead in this ball game with 3:17 to play in the 3rd quarter. And Greenbrier has just not looked themselves offensively, trying to do things that they really haven't done all season instead of just running the football. And they'll hand it off on the right side. Got some blockers.
Whoa.
And a good hit, but again, Oman falls forward. A good job there to come up and lay the lick, but you got to wrap up and finish. 2nd down and 3 for the Rams. Defense going to have to find a way to either turn the ball over or get off the field here. 2:52 left to play in the 3rd. 21 all is the score. Same formation as they've stayed in this formation pretty much every play in the second half. Now Walcott will try to change the play at the line of scrimmage. Takes the handoff, throws it down the right side, middle of the field, has his man on a slant route. That is
I love that play.
That is Drew Morgan, his go-to receiver. It's the hardest play in football to stop. It's a good slant if you run it right.
Well, it's technically a glance post, like a bang post. Yeah. So you go like 4 yards deeper than a slant.
Gotcha.
Off play action, it's so hard to stop.
1st and 10 for the Rams. Handoff on the left side.
Got him.
Wiggles his way forward, but not much there as he'll fall forward for a gain of 1. A good job by the defense that time of shutting it down as Ace Newland gets in there. I didn't even go to Dustin.
He's going to be so mad at you.
Well, he'll get over it. I get caught up in the game.
I think he does too.
2nd down and 9 for the Rams. So a little bit off schedule here if the defense can make a big stop here. Watching their field goal kicker, this is definitely in his range. Same formation, Omen to the left. He will get the call up the middle. Greenbrier stacks him up. Nothing there. He will fall forward for a pickup of 1, which I think is a generous spot.
That's very generous.
Bring up a 3rd down and 7. I'll call it 8. I'll call it 8. 3rd down and 8 for the Rams. Ball on the 20. Big play for the defense.
Got to get a stop right
Under
here.
A minute left to play in the 3rd quarter.
But if I'm Lakeside, I'm getting 3 or 4 right here to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah. They will change up the formation this time as they'll send 2 out to the right. 4 seconds on the play clock. He does get it off in time. Looks left on a little out route, and the ball is low. Incomplete. He'll bring up a 4th down.
I think that's what they were trying to do right there is just get a couple, go for it on 4th, which they might go for it on 4th anyways.
And it looks like they will send out the kicking unit. Never can trust high school kickers.
No.
But we'll see. I did watch him kick one from almost this exact spot at halftime, and he
drilled it.
So they will mark it at the, looks like the 27. So it'll be a 37-yard field goal attempt. Oseguera got it measured off. Snaps down, kick is up, and it is good as he just drills it right down the middle. Great kick by this young man. Lakeside takes the lead 24-21 with 33 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this on My Country, Y107.
I grew up on a cattle farm. Hard work, responsibility, and doing what's right. Those values have guided me my whole life. Family is everything. My wife and kids remind me why I work hard every day. I'm running to serve you, standing for faith, family, hard work, and common sense conservative principles. I'm Jeremy Riddle, and I'm ready to work for Arkansas families.
Your community partner, member FDIC. Now back to Greenbrier Panthers Sports on My Country, Y107.
And welcome back here to the booth as Lakeside retakes the lead as they go up 24-21 as they've outscored Greenbrier 10-0 here in the 3rd quarter. Low line drive kick caught by Ethan Smith at the 30, up over the 35, and Greenbrier will have good starting field position for this drive. So a chance for this offense to get going as they've been off tracks a little bit so far in the second half as Lakeside has made some adjustments and Greenbrier kind of a little bit confused on what they're doing defensively right now. Enoch with 150 yards in the first half, and I bet he's got maybe 10 so far in the second. 1st and 10, Greenbrier. Palmer turns, hands off on the left side to Hassan. He cuts back, and a good run on 1st down by Enoch as he picks up 5. And Cummings is down again. 2nd down and 5 for the Panthers. And Lakeside doing a good job of rallying to the football in the second half. And that will be the final play of the third quarter. With Lakeside leading 24-21, we're going to take a break, hit some of our great sponsors, and we'll be back for the fourth quarter in a great ball game here in Greenbrier. Don't go away. Lakeside leads 24-21 right back after this on My Country, Y107.
I grew up on a cattle farm. Hard work, responsibility, and doing what's right. Those values have guided me my whole life. Family is everything. My wife and kids remind me why I work hard every day. I'm running to serve you, standing for faith, family, hard work, and common sense conservative principles. I'm Jeremy Riddle, and I'm ready to work for Arkansas families. Vote in the Republican primary on March 3rd.
Low snap. Whistle will be blown will blow the play dead, and it'll be a false start, luckily for Greenbrier, because that was going to be a disaster as the snap just kind of floated back there. So bring up a 2nd down and 10, which negates the first down run by Enoch.
Yeah.
So fourth quarter just underway here.
We've got to lock in.
Yep.
Got to lock in.
Facing some adversity right now, and they're not handling it very well. 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers. Ball on the 37-yard line. Palmer turns, hands it off to Hassan, hitting the backfield, makes a man miss, and gets out to the sideline and picks up 10, and that was all Enoch Hassan as he was hit in the backfield.
Wow.
Great run by Hassan.
How many yards did he have at half?
148.
Where?
We had those 2 big runs.
Yeah.
1st and 10 as Greenbrier gets it close to midfield. Ball placed at the 48. I believe that's one of the few first downs so far in the second half for the Panthers.
I think it's his second.
Palmer turns, hands it off to Hassan on outside of screen or zone play, and Lakeside just flying to the football right now. Loss of 3, and Greenbrier just out of sorts right now.
Yeah.
They're just bringing more than we can block.
I think that they're finally adjusting to outside zone.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So we got to call something else.
2nd down, and we'll call it 14 here for the Panthers. 11:23 to play in the ball game. 2 receivers each side. Ball on the left hash for Palmer. Hassan in pistol formation. Now they'll send him out of the backfield. Jack all alone. Takes a snap. Tries to set up a little tunnel route.
It's open.
And it's there as Salter Mahan makes the first guy miss, but they will get him down just past the 50 as he gets into Lakeside territory. They'll bring up a 3rd down and 7. And I'll tell you, this Lakeside secondary is impressive.
Yeah.
They fly to the football. That looked like it was there for a first down all day, and made a great tackle. Palmer tries to get a free 5. Now he'll look to the sideline. He's got trips to the right, single receiver to the boundary, ball on the left hash. And he'll take a snap, hand off to Hassan on the left. He's got some room. Oh, squirts through the 40 and gets tripped up to the 35, and a big play on 3rd down for Greenbrier. That's the kind of run we were used to seeing in the first half.
Yeah.
Just a stretch zone play and a big hole on the left side. Enoch let that one develop a little bit. So 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs for the Panthers. No safety over the top right now. Palmer fakes the handoff. Looks over the middle, had a man, now throws it out to the right to Mosley. He tries to get to the corner and uses his speed and outruns the defender as he gets out of bounds. And, man, he had Cummings wide open across the middle.
Yeah, I think he just felt a little pressure in his face right there. You just got to take a reset step is what we call it.
Yeah.
A little step back, drive it.
Yeah.
But good job getting it out there, trending, let him doing some work, get you some. You can't ever go broke making a profit.
That's right. Pick up 3. Palmer with a little quarterback draw. It's wide open this time. He'll slide down.
Good slide.
We'll see where the market. picks up 4, bring up a 3rd down and 2.
He has a better slide than I ever would. But I never tried because I know I'd look terrible.
No, you never tried. 3rd down and 2 for the Panthers. Big play here offensively as Greenbrier trying to go down and retake this lead, as they've had to work for everything here in the second half, as Lakeside has really tightened up this defense. Greenbrier honestly kind of had their way in the first half offensively. Play clock down to 8. Greenbrier going to have to hurry. 2 running back set. And Greenbrier going to have to call a timeout as Jack was trying to get his guy to come in motion, and just all out of sorts.
Right there. Yeah. I hate calling that timeout right there.
Well, we're going to take a quick timeout with 9:10 left to play. Greenbrier trails 24-21. We'll be back right after this on My Country Y107.
I grew up on a cattle farm. Hard work, responsibility, and doing what's right. Those values have guided me my whole life. Family is everything. My wife and kids remind me why I work hard every day. I'm running to serve you, standing for faith, family, hard work, and common sense conservative principles. I'm Jeremy Riddle, and I'm ready to work for Arkansas families. Vote in the Republican primary on March 3rd.
Our community made more than just insurance. Integrity Insurance Group walks securely with us. Now back to Greenbrier Country Sports on My Country Y107.
And welcome back to the booth. Greenbrier facing a 3rd down and 2. 2 running backs for Palmer as he sends his man in motion. And now we got a flag.
We're just killing ourselves right now.
And that will be a 5-yard false start penalty, pre-snap penalty for Greenbrier. Bring up a 3rd down and 8 now. Man, tell you what. So 3rd down and 8, big play for the Panthers. Definitely 4-down territory here for Greenbrier. They'll send 2 receivers out to east side. Middle of the field still wide open. Palmer takes his drop. Looks over the middle. He's got some room. Got a man. Now he's got to get rid of it. And throws it late.
Wow.
And it is called incomplete.
That was impressive.
Oh, man.
That was impressive.
That was impressive. Jack threw it very late. Coming back to make the catch was
Cummings.
I didn't know.
It looked like he had a foot in.
It did look like he got a foot in there, but 4th down and long for the Panthers. And they're bringing some pressure, but, man, we've got some guys open. Got to anticipate it a little bit better and just let it rip. Big 4th down for Greenbrier.
Trust your guys right here.
Palmer takes his drop, looks left, steps up into the pocket, got a man.
Ooh.
Over the middle, nothing there. And a turnover on downs. Greenbrier will give it back to Lakeside.
Kind of looked like a holding. Or maybe somebody got tripped up. I don't know.
So Greenbrier definitely in a spot now. They've got to stand tall defensively. So tough spot for the Panthers right here. Farmington leads Robinson 21-14. Morton and Hot Springs knotted up at 20. Harrison 17, Parkview 13. Greenbrier walk a man up on the left side of the line as they'll fake the handoff and look to go deep down the middle of the field. Greenbrier got good coverage, and the ball falls incomplete, and a chance for Greenbrier to pick that one off as the ball just floated and unable to come down with it. Man.
I think great job by Tyree right there, but I think if he doesn't step in right there, I think Ethan Smith comes down with that.
Yeah. So 2nd down and 10 as Lakeside tried to take the kill shot there. Greenbrier defended it well. Big possession for both teams, as you can feel the tension in the stadium right now. Single receiver each side for Walcott. He will hand it off on the left side to Oman. He's got some room, and he's up over the 40. And a big run by Oman as he'll be slammed down close to midfield.
That was just a unfortunate blitz call right there. We blitzed away from, or I guess technically slanting to it, but it's just unfortunate.
First down for the Rams, ball at our own 49-yard line. 8:28 to play. Lakeside leads 24-21 after the field goal by Oseguera. 37-yarder at the end of the third quarter to take the lead. Lakeside outscored Greenbrier 10-0 so far in this half. Play clock down to 3. Just get it off as they hand it off again to Oman on the left side, and a lot of running room on that left side right now.
Wait, I know his brother.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Does he go to UCA?
He goes to Hendricks. He plays running back at Hendricks.
Okay.
Grady.
Yeah, that's right. And we do have a flag down, it looks like. And we're going to have a holding call against the Rams.
Just clicked in my head.
So a big penalty for the Rams will get them behind the sticks here. Bring up a first down and 20. So Panthers got a chance here with the Rams behind the chains to really make it hard on them and get a stop and get this football back and go down and win this ball game.
Got to.
Tight set as they'll hand it off to Oman on the left side. And a good run by Oman as he gets about 7 and now pushed forward.
Wow.
And wow, this is ridiculous.
About 11.
Greenbrier made contact with him after about 4 and he ends up getting 11. 12.
He is 5'9", 200 pounds. He's a little bowling ball.
Yeah. Well, when you've got 6 guys holding on to him, that's uncalled for.
Yeah.
Second down and 8 now for the Rams as they get all that yardage back and some. Really had an opportunity there and just unable to capitalize.
Still got 8 to go. Let's see if we can do something right here. I doubt they put the ball in the air. I really do.
Greenbrier stays in that 3-man front, and they will hand it off to Oman. Loses his footing.
Honestly, that might be the best thing for us.
So third down now and 9 as the ball is on the 50-yard line. 6:45 and counting here in this fourth quarter of a great second-round matchup between number 1 seed Greenbrier from the west and number 2 seed or 3 seed Lakeside from the south.
Which they could really easily could have been number 1.
Yeah, very easily. Big third down play for both teams. Third down and 9, ball at midfield. Walcott sends 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. He'll call for the snap. Looks right. Now he's going to try to set up a little screen. Gets it out here to his receiver. And it is caught. And that is their man, Drew Morgan.
We had that pretty well covered, too.
Just a great throw and a great route.
Yeah. It's hard to beat that route. It's hard to win on that route.
First and 10 for the Rams as they move it down to the 37 of the Panthers.
Got to get a stop.
Clock is now your enemy. 5:55 to play in the ball game.
They have all 3 timeouts, don't they?
Yeah.
And we have 2.
Yeah. Single receiver to each side. They will probably keep it on the ground now, for sure, and they'll run it off the left side again.
There we go.
Big Ethan Quattlebaum gets in the backfield for a huge loss as he'll tackle him for about a 3-yard loss. So another chance for the Panthers as they got them behind the sticks now to get off the field. Got to make some plays here defensively. Second down and 13 as the Rams are definitely using this clock to their advantage right now.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
Greenbrier faithful need to get up and make some noise, get behind their team. Hand off to Oman again on the left side. Greenbrier crashes in.
There we go.
And make a good stop.
Huge.
They'll give him a gain of 1. Bring up a third down and 12 now. 4:47 as the clock continues to tick down. More than likely 4-down territory unless Greenbrier can get a big stop here and make it a 4th and long. And they will change out some personnel now as they'll look to probably put this ball in the air based on that substitution. They will send 3 receivers out to the right, 2 to the left, empty formation for Lakeside. Big play for the Panthers. Walcott looks to the sideline as he gets to switch the play up. 2 seconds on the play clock, and they will take a timeout. We're going to take a timeout with them with 4:09 left to play. Lakeside leads 24-21. We'll be back right after this with My Country, Y107.
This half, I'll say pin them deep.
Yeah, they have owned us so far in the second half defensively. Greenbrier faithful on their feet, trying to make some noise here for this big third down play. They will stay in an empty formation. Ball's on the left hash. He'll send 3 out to the right, 2 to the left. Now Walcott will look to the sideline as they will make the play call. Coach Stone will switch up the secondary.
9 seconds on the play clock.
Now they try to change the play. Walcott takes his drop, looks right. Greenbrier brings some pressure. He'll have to step up in the pocket. He's got some room, lowers his shoulder, and will be close to the first down. And a great job by the senior quarterback of recognizing that. And it's going to bring up a 4th down and 1. Wow, what a play.
See if we can get a big stop right here.
And Walcott not really a running quarterback, but recognized that really quick and stuck his foot in the ground and just got north and south.
I mean, our ends got up to field too far upfield.
Yeah, they did. So 4th down and 1. Big play, biggest play of the ball game. Can the Panther defense get a hold? Ullman to the left of Walcott. He will get the call up the middle, and he has plenty as he picks up 5. And now Greenbrier is in a tough spot, Coop.
Yes, they are.
3:18 to play, 2 timeouts to go, and a fresh set of downs for Lakeside.
We've seen worse.
We have seen worse.
2 weeks ago we saw worse.
Yeah.
Except we were down 6 and not 3.
True. Greenbrier got to find a way to get the football back. Lakeside sends 1 receiver to each side. Ullman to the right hip of Walcott. Gets the call on the left side. And Greenbrier stacks it up for a gain of 1. And Greenbrier will take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them with 2:40 left to play. We'll be back with Greenbrier football right after this on My Country, Y107.
We love champions, and winning is fun. Recognizing winners is the best. Conway Trophies is all about helping recognize folks for their accomplishments. The great thing about Conway Trophy is we can take just about any idea and make a trophy out of it. Even participation trophies for people like me. As soon as we figure out something to recognize you for, absolutely. We Conway Trophies for plaques, prizes, trophies, and more. Recognizing accomplishments from all areas in life. Come see us today, Conway Trophy, 1101 Oak Street in downtown Conway, or online at conwaytrophy.com. Now, back to Greenbrier Panthers Sports on My Country, 107.
And welcome back to the booth. Greenbrier in a tough spot right now. 2:40 left to play, down to 1 timeout. 2nd down and 9. And Coop, really, it comes down to if you give up a first down here, the ball game's over.
Yep.
Be surprised if Lakeside puts the ball in the air here. They're going to try to make Greenbrier use that last time out.
Got to get a stop.
Will bring his offense to the line. He'll send single receiver to each side. This has been their go-to formation all second half. He'll hand it off to Omen, and a little counter play to the right side. Picks up about 5, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 3. And I tell you what, I've been impressed by this coaching staff. They have made some really good play calls and really good adjustments.
Yes, they have.
Greenbrier will take their last time out. We'll take it with them. 2:34 left to play, and it's going to come down to this play. We'll be back right after this on My Country Y107.
Lasley Heating and Air is a local family-owned and operated heating and air business serving our community for over 15 years. Serving Arkansas with quality service and installation and 65 years combined experience in commercial and residential installation as well as service. Call Jeff at 501-358-1165 or Jeffrey 501-358-1166. You can also email for more information at lasleyhvac@yahoo.com. Lasley Heating and Air says go Panthers.
Now back to Greenbrier Panthers Sports on My Country Y107.
And welcome back. Greenbrier out of timeouts. 2:35 left to play, and Lakeside facing a 3rd down and 3. Ball's on the 17-yard line. Have to get just past the 15. So it comes down to this for this Panther defense. Got to be able to get a stop to have a chance. Lakeside gets the 1st down, it will be ball game. Greenbrier drops into a 4-man front, handoff to Omen up the middle, lowers his shoulder, and he will have the 1st down. And that's pretty much going to do it, folks.
Yeah.
So Greenbrier unable to stop the clock now. 1st down and 10 for Lakeside. And what a season it's been for this Greenbrier Panther team.
No doubt.
Hate to see it cut short here.
Nothing to hang their heads about at all.
Two minutes and 5 seconds and counting. And if I'm doing the math right, Lakeside could officially take a victory formation here, as they will run it all the way down to 0. Coach Rockwell will take a timeout. We're going to keep it here as we check some of the scores around the state, see how some of our other West counterparts are doing. Looks like right now it shows Farmington up 21-14. Let's see if I can refresh this. Yeah, still shows the same scores everywhere. Let me jump in here to the YouTube. Farmington up 21-14 in the 4th, but Lakeside or Robinson looks like they're fixing to score.
Morrilton 26, Hot Springs 20.
Morrilton up 26-20 on Hot Springs.
Farmington 21, Joe T. Robinson 14.
Robinson 14, Farmington 21. So looks like the West chance to go 3-1 with the number 1 seed going down. You know, this is a Hot Springs team that Morrilton's beating by 6 that beat this Lakeside team.
Yeah.
Greenbrier beat Morrilton by 30.
It's also a rivalry game.
That's true.
There.
That's very true.
We almost got beat by our rival.
They also beat Parkview. Parkview beat them as well.
Yeah.
And Harrison is beating Parkview.
Yeah.
Which we beat by 30.
Yeah.
So 1st down and 10 for the Rams. Clock is stopped at minute 52, and they will get into victory formation. Walcott will take a knee. As the Lakeside faithful go nuts.
Man, I got a bunch of buddies from Lakeside.
Well, you're going to hear about it.
I know.
You're going to hear about it for sure.
And I'm going to see him tonight, too, is the bad thing.
Greenbrier will go down in this one 24-21 and in the season 11-1. And, man, just unfortunate. Really thought this was our year.
Yeah, we've had 2 of those now.
Yeah. Another snap, and Walcott goes down unharmed. As this run all the way down to about 30 seconds, and they will take one more snap. That will do it, folks. Knew it was going to be a great ball game. Just hate that we didn't play our best.
Yeah.
You know, that's the unfortunate part is you feel like if you play your best that you're a better football team, but just didn't have it tonight. Walcott takes a snap, takes a knee, and that's going to do it, folks. As the clock is under 30 seconds and no way to stop it. Lakeside celebrates as they should, a well-earned victory, knocking off the 1 seed out of the West. And they will meet at halftime or at midfield to shake hands. And we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap this one up, and we'll call it a season here on My Country, Y107.
Hey, sports fans, it's time for high school football. The stadium lights, the band playing, the roaring crowd, all the things that make Friday night Arkansas so special. I'm Scott Portis from Eagle Bank, and we love being a part of what makes Carter County great. It is one of the reasons we're proud to be in football on Y107 this season. This partnership is another example of what's continuing to take pride in making great things happen in our community, improving lives and establishing long-term relationships.
We're preparing students for the future with an unbeatable mix of academic excellence, affordable tuition, record scholarship funding for Arkansans, and a proven track record for success after graduation. The Razorback experience delivers value and opportunity at every turn for them and for the communities across our state that they will impact. We're dedicated to Arkansas and improving the lives of Arkansans. That's been our mission since 1871.
We love champions, and winning is fun.
And recognizing winners is the best.
Conway Trophies is all about helping recognize folks for their accomplishment.
The great thing about Conway Trophy is we can take just about any idea and make a trophy out of it.
Even participation trophies for people like me?
As soon as we figure out something to recognize you for, absolutely.
Sweet. Conway Trophies for plaques, prizes, trophies, and more. Recognizing accomplishments from all areas in life.
Come see us today at Conway Trophy, 1101 Oak Street in downtown Conway, or online at conwaytrophy.com.
Hey y'all, it's Brandon Baxter, and I want to let you know about my friends at Cleanway Restoration and Construction. You see, disasters don't happen when it's convenient, whether it's a fire, a flood, or a tornado. When it damages your home, it upsets everything about your life. Cleanway comes in and does the cleanup, and they can lay your floors, replace your cabinets, and fix or replace walls. So remember, when an inconvenient disaster comes your way, think Cleanway Restoration and Construction. Let Cleanway restore your home and restore your life. Find out more at cleanwayrestoration.com.
I'm Jeremy Riddle. I grew up on a cattle farm. Hard work, responsibility, and doing what's right. Those values have guided me my whole life. Family is everything. My wife and kids remind me why I work hard every day. I'm running to serve you, standing for faith, family, hard work, and common sense conservative principles. I'm Jeremy Riddle, and I'm ready to work for Arkansas families. Vote in the Republican primary on March 3rd. This ad is paid for by Jeremy Riddle for state representative.
Are you being hit with outrageous rates on your home and auto insurance? Don't just settle for that. Call Anita Murray at AGM Insurance. She will do the work to find you the best rates available to you. AGM Insurance has 2 convenient locations. They're located at 1104 North St. Joseph Street in Morrilton and on Highway 65 North in Greenbrier. For questions or to set an appointment, give Anita a call today at 501-335-7565. AGM Insurance serving Faulkner and Conway County. Go Panthers.
Football season is back. My Country Y107 is proud to be home of the Greenbrier Panther Network broadcast of Greenbrier Panther football.
Love Friday nights when you're looking for a win and Saturday morning when you found one.
Join Matt Wilcox as we follow the Greenbrier Panthers all season long.
Welcome to Friday Night Football.
Hand off to Hassan, touch it up the middle, got row 5, touchdown Greenbrier! My Country Y107 Sports is brought to you in part by Greenbrier Auto Sales, Greenbrier Nursing Home, Centennial Bay, McPhee's Car Wash and Coffee, Turner Landscape and Supply, Chris Crane Hyundai, Jeremy Riddle for State Representative, Integrity Insurance, Genesis of Conway, Baptist Health, Leslie Heating and Air, Haynes Ace Hardware, Wilcox Funeral Home, the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Conway Regional Health, TCW Fiber, Conway Trophy and Awards, UACCM, and Daisy and Dave Flores. It's time for the post-game show. Here's Matt Wilcox with a look back at tonight's game, including the Integrity Insurance Player of the Game on My Country Y107.
And welcome back here in the booth as we try to wrap this one up, and it's a tough one to swallow. This Greenbrier team's had a tremendous year. 5A Conference West Championship, 11-0 coming into this ball game, and played a great Lakeside team. I mean, hats off to that bunch over there. They got a real shot to win state title, and but you just dadgummit, you hate that you didn't play your best, and because you feel like if you did, you'd come away with this one with a victory.
Yeah.
So just some unfortunate things happened to us tonight, and unable to pull it out as Lakeside wins 24-21, and Greenbrier finishes the season 11-1. Just hard to deal with, Coop. And you've been there, and unless you win the state title, you're always going to end the season with a loss. And for these seniors, I hate it for them. I remember the last time I took my pads off like it was yesterday. And unless you're fortunate enough to go play somewhere on down the road, this will be the last time you get to step on the field with those pads on.
Yep.
And so hats off to this coaching staff, hats off to these players. They had a heck of a season. Like you said, Coop, nothing to hang your head about. Be proud here, represented our community well.
Yep.
And just unfortunate, just didn't get it done tonight. So for our Integrity Insurance Players of the Game, we're going to go offensively. We're going to go with our man, Enoch Hassan.
Yeah.
You can't really go any other direction.
No.
Just a fantastic year for that young man, and he's got a bright future. And whoever is fortunate enough to get him at the next level, or they're going to get a gym.
Oh, yeah. And I've had some coaches in my ear. I've had some coaches in my ear trying to get me to convince him.
Yeah, I bet you have. And then defensively, we're going to go with the senior, and he's had a tremendous impact on this defense all year. And we're going to go with Ethan Smith defensively. He's been the leader out there as a senior, and played fantastic back in the secondary all season long. And so we're going to go with him. And then special teams, can't go anywhere but Ethan Rhodes.
Yep.
He's done a great job of kicking the football this year, and that's going to be our Integrity Insurance Players of the Game for the last time this year. And, again, thank you to Joey Fulgham and Donnie Bradley and the rest of the team over there at Integrity Insurance. We appreciate their generosity and recognizing these young men every single week. And we couldn't do it without all of our great sponsors. And we want to shout out to all the students that led our broadcast this year. It's been a fun year. We've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed Coop and doing the broadcast with my son up here. It's been a great time and some memories I'll cherish. And we love our Panthers, and we always wish them the best. And so to be able to bring them to you each and every Friday night has been special, and we appreciate you joining us. For Cooper Wilcox, I'm Matt Wilcox. This is signing off here for the season. Greenbrier finishes up 11-1. This is My Country, Y107.
For over 40 years, the Johnson family at Greenbrier Ready